looks like the word Connor, but like I don't know why I would have read that.
So you can't read it.
I literally like it. I don't know. Like, what could have that been? I don't fucking know. I don't care. Whatever. It's not relevant.
I even put the actual thumbnail this week, what I made for the thumbnail this week, as the picture this time.
Hey, I've seen that picture before. Hey, Cruciable's live, guys, in case you didn't know.
Holy shit.
I know, isn't that crazy? Also, I'm assuming it's me and you again on Monday.
I have not been told yet. I do have Return to Wrestling tomorrow with Travis to do Uncensored. Next week's schedule is up. There you go. So let's take a look. Did Travis tell you it was Monday?
He told me. Well, because I only can do Mondays.
Yep, Matt and Katie.
Oh my god.
And me and Bridget, Travis and Ed. Oh, nice. I only have to host one day next week. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Sweet.
Oh, I forgot this was my job. Sorry.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Allison. Penosaurus. No, is it Dickosaurus Rex? Is that what they call that?
Dickosaurus Rex. That is correct.
Dickosaurus Rex. Yeah. Nailed it.
So how's everything going with the Fanatics Network?
It's going really well.
Live on air. Don't say anything bad about anyone. We'll save that for after the show.
Wow, I see the live in the top left corner.
You've been drinking all day. I just wanted to make sure.
I am. I have been. I was on Circle of Debate earlier this afternoon with Ivan. It was a great time. Go check it out. And the director, Chris Kennedy. Yeah, and then I had a couple on there, and then it's Saturday. We had college football. The Blackhawks were on. I mean, none of it was good. I mean, the Blackhawks lost. UST lost. I flipped to Collision, and I'll keep that for later in the show, I guess. And I'll keep those thoughts to myself. Fanatics Network's doing great, man. It's awesome. My boy Nick is absolutely killing it, man. Love everything that he's doing. I couldn't have a better tag team partner doing what we're doing over there, man. That dude is just amazing at everything he does. Dylan, fantastic. We got World Elite Podcast on the network now, something I wanted for a long time. So I got my boy Marcus with me. That's something we've wanted. So,
What are you taking personally, Vince?
Yeah,
I need to know what Vince is taking. Yeah, I need to know what Vince is taking personally.
He's taking it personally 4 times.
Yeah. You know that Michael Jordan meme? I took that. We did that, but we put my face on Michael Jordan. It looks way better. Yeah.
Stupid.
Are you guys worried that Fanatic Sports Betting is going to sue you over your name, or?
I kind of would like it because they couldn't sue because I got the so give me money, buy me out. Sure, I'm fine with it. Absolutely. And then I'll go, we'll get a new name and we'll do something else. Yeah, I'm with it. All of it. Especially every time. And I actually bought, I'm not going to lie, I bought a domain name while we were in the process of creating new domain names. That's very similar to what they say in one of their commercials all the time. It's literally a quote that they say in their commercial every time. And I'm like, oh, they're going to want that soon. And then I'm going to be the one who owns it. And then, boom, baby, how you do? Yeah, I'm excited about that. Every time I hear it, every time I'm on PointsBet and I see it, I'm like, whoa, they're going to want it.
Shout out to Stacks and the Don. All right, let's get this intro rolling. Let's get started.
Yes, sir.
And 3, 2.
No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the Smackin It Raw podcast. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-host today. Ladies and gentlemen, she is host of the She League Showcase, Inside the Mind of, In the Crowd, and Storytime with the goddess of the gangland, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay.
Fuck you.
And back after a very, very long hiatus. Joining us after the relaunch of what is now the Fanatics Network over there, host of the Tim King Show, the Stacks to my Don, the Tim King.
Oh my
Wow.
God. My guy, how you doing? Glad to be back.
You got to have an Italian as the underboss. You can't have Vince because you know how he
I'm
is.
Italian?
I'm Italian.
You're the goddess of the gangland, all right? Like, everyone worships you. You can't just seclude your... Anyway.
Oh, shoot.
Fuck you.
Man, Ritter, Katie, thank you so much for having me back. I'm so very excited to be back right here on the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub, baby. Thanks for having me back. I'm excited to talk some wrestling with you guys tonight.
Which, by the way, fun fact, I looked this up. Katie knows this. I tweeted about it earlier. The Texas Dildo Masquerade porn parody watch along that we did currently has almost 7,500 views on Pornhub. The Evil Head porn parody watch along that we did is just about to crack 3,000. So I have over 10,000 views and porn parody watch alongs, forcing Katie to watch DP. And that is probably the thing I'm most proudest of when it comes to podcasting. And then the one that I made her watch that didn't have DP, Pornhub wouldn't let us post. So
The only one that I actually kind of enjoyed.
Listen, I have to find more videos with DP so we can get back to that.
Stop,
I really enjoyed
no.
it. Don't blame me, blame Pornhub. They're the ones that didn't want it. Speaking of DP, Vince is in the chat. And heads up for you guys. Katie is still deciding. Next week, it will be Katie and Vince, and then any guest of their choosing, should they choose so. It might just be Katie and Vince. However, because Vince was off for a month, I gave Katie the option, since she has been here, that it is up to her. If she would like to host next week, I would let her host for the first time ever and let Vince be her side chick, or she could continue to stay in her guest spot role and let Vince run things. So when she makes that decision, I'll let you know. But either way, next week, I will not be here. My best friend is coming in from Tennessee, and we have a Halloween party on Saturday night. So I got a babysitter and shit. I'll be out. And I think I've earned a week off here or there. So you guys will enjoy Katie and Vince next week. Sans me.
Yay.
No, my other best friend will. My other best friend. Sorry. We can't count tonight because you're not here, Vince. And I shouldn't have said that because he'll just hop in now. But
yeah, why did you say anything? It's gonna have been a conversation elsewhere.
I want to thank everyone joining us, whether it's over at twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have Amazon Prime, you get Prime Gaming. If you get Prime Gaming, you get a bunch of awesome shit for a bunch of cool games like Pokemon Go and Diablo and all sorts of shit. But you also get a free subscription on Twitch every month if you link your Prime Gaming account and your Twitch account, which means you're already paying for Prime, so it costs you absolutely nothing. You can throw it towards your favorite Twitch streamer, which should be me. But if it's not me, any of your favorite content creators, lesser than me, are also okay. So go give it to one of them or equal to me, like our boy Will Gray over there. I'm sure the Fanatic Network can. You guys are getting subscriptions and shit over there, right? On Twitch, you guys would appreciate,
we're
someone throwing some Jeff Bezos money your way.
Yes, sir. Always give us that money.
They've got a shit ton of fucking content and shows for you guys over there. So yeah, whatever your preferential content is that you want to go support, please support it. Please support Katie so that she can start receiving subs on Twitch, not just off. We would really appreciate that. Or you guys can be watching us over at youtube.com/Creation World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
The algorithm helps find new listeners.
And we are whores. We want to be shared as much as possible with everyone. We, as in me, as in Creation World, as in Smackin It Raw. Giant man whore. Please use me. Give me to your wife, your sister, your cousin, your friends, everyone. If you enjoy me, they will too. Spread me around as much as possible. Do that. And when you do that, make sure you let them know to flick the bean. Little notification bell up top. Get notified every time we go live, whether it is Monday through Friday for the Creation Conversation. You can catch me and Katie this Monday, whether it is Saturdays for Smackin It Raw. Right now, you're watching it 11 p.m. Central, or every other Sunday, including next Sunday for Getting Off, when we figure out what the fuck we're going to do next Sunday for Getting Off, because we haven't even talked about it, but it will be here, and you will enjoy it.
True.
Katie.
Yo.
It's your turn. Do your thing.
So it's crazy that I only have 3 things that were not on a weekly show for news and rumors. Only 3. Coyote's last match was for Stardom, happened this week, so she's officially done with her Stardom contract, which means WWE will be in her future very soon, based off of everything I have been seeing. And also a shit ton of people are hurt in Stardom right now, so something's going on over there. I don't know what the hell's happening. A lot of people are hurt. So that's not good.
Kairi Sane on her way back to States, more than likely.
More than likely, yeah. I believe it was on Friday. I could be wrong, but Julia Hart and Lee Jordan got married. So love that. I mean, yeah, Friday the 13th wedding, that's even better.
That's fucking awesome.
I'm assuming, I think it was on Friday, but I've seen varying posts. And then the final thing was that, like, nobody's even talking about Kofi Kingston just opened, I guess, the library and digital center in Ghana that he's been working on for a while. So, like, that's finally opened, and nobody is talking about that because they're talking about ratings and a bunch of bullshit that doesn't fucking matter. It's that he's actually doing something important and that matters to people outside of wrestling. So, Kofi is a beautiful human being, and that's something he's been passionate about from the jump. So, I'm glad that's finally done, and he's making a difference over there.
So 2 things that Katie didn't mention. It's probably not recent, but it's been more popular recently, or more promoted. Dana Brooks' fan time page is live. You can go check that out. Ashley Sabara, if you're following her, it's available. Don't.
I wasn't going to talk about that.
Why not? We talk about
I forgot.
Everyone's OnlyFans and fan time and fan. You can get a lot, like probably the best wrestling content in that way from Sky, Velvet Sky over at Fansly, by the way. Just saying. Anyway, also Mandy Rose and Paige Van Zandt just recently did another collab, so that should be dropping within the next few weeks if you're still subscribed to either of them, wrestling related. But Vince McMahon got shoved the fuck out of Endeavor. A lot of people saying that Endeavor decided that the people that are, best suited to the role should be running them, and they've given full creative control to Triple H. But this leads me to a little bit of a rant that I wanted to go on. So there's been a lot of shit this last week on Twitter, right? Tony Khan may or may not be losing his goddamn mind. And then a lot of AEW diehard fans have also lost their goddamn minds. I've told you guys, if you follow me on TikTok, if you listen, blah, 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 saw the tweets, I did not watch any AEW this week. Not for lack of trying. I tried to watch Dynamite. I tried to watch both shows at the same time when the Tuesday Night Wars were happening. And AEW TBS has still decided that Xfinity users who are not connected to their home Wi-Fi network cannot watch AEW on a mobile device away from their home Wi-Fi network. It is blocked. It says that the program is not available on my device. And I tried multiple devices. They said, fuck you. This is the second week in a row. And I'm petty as fuck. So like, if you're not going to let me support you, especially when you're going head to head with the competition and I'm trying to be cool and be like, yeah, let me support both shows. I'll put one on each and I'll watch both. No, if you're not going to let me fucking do that, I'm just not going to watch. To top it all off, Tony Khan's losing his shit. And I make a little joke. You know, Tony Khan's out here saying, basically saying that because of AEW, this is the first time in decades that John Cena and The Undertaker have been on a show that didn't draw over 1 million fans, right? Which, mind you, 1.5 million people, according to the ratings, watched wrestling on Tuesday. SmackDown normally gets like 3 to 4. So I don't think the 500,000-ish that AEW got, or 6, was the tipping point to make sure that that show didn't get it. It's just people aren't watching NXT. It is what it is. More people tuned into NXT than they have in a very long time. It was almost 1 million views. It wasn't Tony Khan. So I said he was talking really big for a guy who was scared for his life because a scuffle happened near him. And then I had someone ask me if I witnessed the scuffle personally, and I said no, but I don't know. Maybe it's where I grew up. Maybe it's where if a fight is happening near me and someone isn't attacking me directly or a weapon isn't pulled, I'm not going to fear for my life. That's either overly exaggerated or really sad. They said, kind of like you, have a good day. Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess I'm really sad because I'm not scared of a fight. Someone else also told me to keep sucking Vince McMahon's dick, which is how we got on this subject, and then called me a homophobic slur, but went out of their way to censor it, which I thought was weird because, like, why would you censor the G's in that word? Why not just, if you said it anyway, like you typed it out, so why not just fucking say it? It doesn't make you a better person for putting asterisks in the word when you still fucking called me it. Like, it's not how that works. And I've seen a lot of my friends and everyone get attacked on Twitter by these AEW fans who feel like they're being attacked because Tony Khan's getting made fun of because he won't shut the fuck up. I'm not even going to talk about the whole thing with his mom and the Mayo Clinic and how that also became like a side shot at WWE when it didn't have to be. I guess I get the idea behind it that you felt personally affronted by WWE because of that, and now you think of that, blah, 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 whatever. But if we're trying to celebrate all the work that the Mayo Clinic does, maybe don't take shots in that tweet. Maybe make a separate tweet later, by the way, like, oh, also today this happened, not in the same tweet. That's just my personal opinion. But a lot of my friends getting attacked by, here's the thing. The suck Vince McMahon, keep sucking Vince McMahon's dick, blah, blah, blah. Like, just because I watch WWE and I like WWE doesn't mean that I ride for fucking Vince McMahon. Never once in my life have I defended Vince McMahon. He is a fucking scumbag, and we have talked about it plenty on this show. If Vince McMahon was out here tweeting like Tony Khan or Donald Trump, I would not be in the replies fighting everyone for Vince McMahon's honor because he's making an ass out of himself and he's asking for it. The thing is, he just shuts the fuck up and stays off social media. So he has to fuck up for us to say something about it. Tony Khan, on the other hand, is running his mouth all over social media, making a spectacle and making it easy for us to pick on him. That is the only difference. But I'm not out here defending Vince for the fucked up shit that he did. We're not riding for Vince McMahon. When I saw Vince McMahon left the first time, we fucking celebrated. Now he got pushed out again. I laughed my ass off. It was fucking hilarious. We've wanted Vince gone for fucking ever, and we're happy about it. So it's not the same thing. And just because we attack Tony Khan for being on Twitter, making ridiculous statements and accusations and all sorts of shit, doesn't mean we don't like AEW. Doesn't mean we're attacking AEW fans or you need to feel attacked. How can you be so fucking insecure that you feel like I said something about a billionaire that doesn't give two fucks about you, that it is a personal affront towards you or the... Listen, we talk AEW every week. I love Tony Storm. I love the MJF Adam Cole stuff. Samoa Joe, House of Black, the Acclaimed. I could go on with all of the fucking things that AEW does that I enjoy. And yes, Tony Khan gives me that. Okay, that's great. That doesn't mean he's not acting like a fucking jackass.
I would say jag off, but yes.
Jag off, jackass, whatever. Like, this is
what
not
about a jaguar.
Get. How do we
I didn't realize Justin from the Get Your Podcast was here.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, I love Just. So if I'm getting compared to Just, I'll throw it up.
I really did because it's driving me nuts. It's like there was
Me
that dude
too.
that made that TikTok who was like, I just get so I'm not mad, I'm angry, which
Oh my
bro,
God, that
you
was
said that.
hilarious.
Anyway, he said that shit and he's so pissed off because people are attacking it. They're not attacking AEW. Nobody's saying, I mean, there are really shitty tribal WWE fans who shit on everything that AEW does. This is a different situation. A lot of the people that are attacking Tony Khan actually enjoy the AEW product, and nobody was saying anything bad about the AEW product. Well, not well attacking Tony Khan for like the people that I'm talking about, like us, Apron Bomb, stuff like that. Like they were just saying he needs to chill the fuck out and stop. And the shit he's saying is ridiculous. They weren't attacking the AEW product. Like I said, there are really shitty wrestling fans out there that are WWE fans who are really shitty and as toxic as some of the AEW fans who do just shit on everything that AEW does, whether it's good or not. They hate everything. They really do. They exist. They're out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow, I saw that tweet.
Oh yeah, that.
Stop trying to get your tweets on my show, bro.
Put it away.
Go follow Shadow. He's cool. But yeah, no, like it is what it is. It pissed me off because we're picking fights and we're attacking people just because they're calling out a billionaire. Like, why are we defending? Again, I said it felt like MAGA Republicans. Like, we're attacking Donald Trump because Donald Trump wouldn't shut the fuck up and stay off social media, and you guys are attacking the people attacking him when he doesn't give a fuck about you. Like, that's what it felt like to me. That's really what it felt like this whole fucking week. And it really killed any desire I had to go watch Rampage, Collision, or even go back and watch Dynamite. Outside of the petty, like, hey, you won't let me watch this, so I'm not going to fucking watch this. I was just like, fuck it this week. And again, next week, if I can't watch it live like I want to, I'm not going to watch again. Katie will be here. Katie will watch it. Katie will talk about it until you guys piss her off and she says, fuck it too.
It could happen. It could very well happen.
I had to get off that mic. Like, don't take it personally. Don't fight for Tony Khan, because trust me, Tony Khan was scared that two people were shoving each other 5 feet away from him. He's not going to fight for you. He's not.
No.
Make that joke again. The one that got me in trouble on Twitter. All right. Any thoughts before we get into Spits and Swallows?
Tim, do you have anything you want to say?
Dude, I love that. It was beautifully said. It's just very, very well said.
I went on a rant a few days ago on my own show. So
she did.
Go watch it. I'm just physically exhausted at this point. I went on 2 rants back to back, and that took everything out of me. I was pissed off an entire episode of my own fucking show.
She was. You should go watch it. It was a good time.
For you.
I mean, it was until you were like, Savannah, don't put any more of their comments up on, like, don't censor me.
You all were just fucking bickering, and I was like, I'm dealing with that. I was already in a pissed off mood before the show started. So
sorry, Mom.
Yeah, fuckers.
We'll go play outside next time.
Yeah, leave me alone. Go play in the yard. Come back when the lights come on.
Let's get into what you guys are here for. The fun part of the show where we spit and swallow the week in wrestling. Mr. Tim King, you have been away for a while. Why don't you kick us off? Tim, spit or swallow?
Thank you. I figured you were going to go to me first, so that's why I didn't go into what I wanted to go into right after you said what you said. And I am just going to fucking be quick and piggyback off what you said. I don't have many spits this week because wrestling was fucking fantastic. So I am spitting the fuck out of you, Tony Khan. What the fuck are you doing, Tony Khan? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. As one of your diehard AEW fans, shut the fuck up. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Just shut up, man. Shut the fuck up. Someone take his fucking phone, break it. Get that man. Break his fingers. Pete done that shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Dude, it's repulsive. It's disgusting. It is sickening. Triple H was a fine example on SmackDown. He laughed when Dominic Mysterio was getting the actual boos from the crowd, and he goes, oh, it's not actually piped in crowd noise. He's on social media, but he's not tweeting like a fucking child. Shut up. That's all I got.
We could put him in that saw trap from the new movie with the
That's
fingers.
literally what I
But
was
every time he goes to tweet, you just turn it up a notch.
Dude. Fuck.
Matt, I was literally thinking the same fucking thing.
All right. Yeah, no, I think we both agree. Like I said, this isn't an anti-AEW thing. Tim is one of the biggest AEW fans that I fucking know. Tim has ridden for AEW for fucking ever. I have a signed picture of Abaddon right here in my office that Tim personally sent to me because he knows I love Abaddon and he subscribes to the AEW Wrestle Crate. Man, I've watched him fight for AEW on Twitter. But even he is not going to fight for Tony Khan when Tony Khan's making an ass out of himself. It is what it is. Katie Spitter Swallow.
How do I even come after that? Like, what the fuck? Well, where the fuck do I even go? Well, since we're on AEW and you didn't watch it, I guess I can start there. I guess. Toni Storm. We briefly brought up Toni. She
Toni.
was the only reason I did not. It's like I watched NXT live and I recorded Dynamite because Tuesdays are just NXTs now. That's just how my brain works. So I recorded it and I usually just fast forward the commercials. But Toni had a little silent picture called Lover's Lament in the picture-in-picture twice. So 2 times I did not fast forward through the picture-in-picture because I never pay attention because it's this fucking big anyways. But no, I was fully paying attention to Toni Storm. It was in all black and white. She's incredible. It's the best thing they have over there. So just keep doing that shit.
Timeless Toni Storm is incredible. Like I said, there's a handful of things I love about AEW that I'm kind of bummed that I'm missing because of A, my petty, and B, the other bullshit. Timeless Toni Storm being one of them. The return of Danhausen very, very soon has me very sad if I don't get to see that. So I'd like them to fix the issue so I can stop being petty about it. Because there's a lot of shit I enjoy that I really want to go watch and see how it plays out. But yeah, no, Timeless Toni Storm, fucking fantastic. She was our thumbnail last week in her fight with Sky Blue. I have an understanding that Sky Blue fought Chris Statlander on Collision tonight, and that is something I really wanted to see as well. And I'm kind of mad that I missed that because we love Mother Chris Statlander,
Mama,
Mother, whatever.
Different.
Not really.
They're different.
No, Mommy is different.
Mommy is Rhea. Mama,
we know that.
Strap.
Yeah. And we love Sky Blue. She's from Chicago. And
which never mind. I'll save it for later.
All right. I'm gonna let's talk Tuesday Night Wars. I'm swallowing Cody's announcement. He comes out, tells us that not only are we finishing up the women's breakout tournament, we're going to get a men's breakout tournament following that. And oh yeah, I don't know if you guys heard of this guy, Dusty Rhodes. The Dusty Cup, it's coming back. We're going to do that. The Dusty Tag Team Classic is returning. And he was named the special guest GM of NXT. At which point, Dominic and Mommy come out running their mouths. So Cody's like, hey, listen, tonight, how about we give you a match with LA Knight as a special guest referee against Dragunov. Dom loses that match. Corbin shows up, wants a match against Dragunov, even asked Cody to make the match because he's the GM. Cody's like, yeah, but Dijak also came out and made some really good points. So how about you fight him, and then if you win, then we'll see. Oh yeah, and don't forget, Mello and Braun are gonna have a match. We're gonna throw them in there too. So triple threat match, winner gets that. And Corbin was not happy. Which, by the way, Carmelo Hayes won.
As he should.
At which point, Braun Breaker smashed him. And then, just to piss off the IWC, Braun Breaker called himself the biggest badass in wrestling. And a song that I have not heard in forever from a man that I don't really support anymore, but still made a couple really good songs, including this one. the American Badass. Kid Rock starts playing. Undertaker comes down on a motorcycle. Thank God, because I don't think he can walk the ramp anymore. Gets in the ring, gets in Braun's face. Braun says some shit. He gets one of them soup bones. He gets a choke slam. Everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe that the Undertaker squashed Braun. No, first off, he just wrestled a match against Carmelo Hayes. He was tired as fuck. B, getting choke slammed and punched by the Undertaker is never a bad thing for your career.
Rite of passage.
You were literally, Braun Breaker was in the ring, face to face, in segments with Paul Heyman, John Cena, and The Undertaker in one night. Regardless of if he finished the night on his back or not, that Paul Heyman put him over, John Cena put him over, and before Undertaker chokeslammed him, he said, you're a badass, but there's always a bigger badass around, and now's just not the time. One day it will be, but this ain't it. So Taker put him over. Cena put him over. Paul Heyman put him over. Like, what are we bitching about?
People just like to bitch. Have we not learned that this past week?
Fickle fucking fans.
And this is all a result of Cody Rhodes making his announcements and being GM. This is all thanks to Cody Rhodes. I'm not giving Shawn Michaels any credit. All he did was go meet someone in a parking lot we'll talk about later. Thank you, Cody, from the bottom of my heart, for all that fun shit on NXT.
Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot Taker was supposed to show up, and then he said badass, and I was like,
Hey,
I'm pissed because I was waiting for the Taco Bell dog to make a comeback.
idiot.
I am not the only person that heard a gong and thought Taco Bell was doing a sponsorship and we were going to get that Chihuahua. All right. Anyway.
No, because Rey Mysterio wasn't there and he's the only one who does sponsored matches.
That's true. That's true. I mean, Dom
Cinnamon
can
Toast
take up
Crunch
that mantle.
twice.
Dom can take up that mantle.
But Dom sucks.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cheesy Gordita Crunch. See, look, we got a theme here.
Well, now I
Rey
just want
Mysterio, the
Taco Bell.
crunchiest wrestler.
get the fuck out of here.
You're terrible.
Tim, spit or swallow.
You know what? I feel like there's going to be a lot of focus on the WWE side over there. So I'm going to stick with AEW. And I'm going to, again, there's a lot of good wrestling this week, but I'm going to spit one more thing. And I'm going to just collaborate two things together really quick. Santana and Ortiz are having a swallow-worthy fucking feud. And I mean a swallow-worthy fucking feud. A deep one. But
Two hands, ladies and gentlemen.
But right, like a big old fucking swallow. But who's watching it? Where's it going on? It's on Rampage. Who the fuck is watching Rampage? You have this blood feud between this tag team that's been around for 10 years, hidden on fucking Rampage. And then tonight, in the midst of my college football watching, my Blackhawks watching, I flip to Collision and I get I get Kyle Fletcher versus Bear fucking Boulder or whatever his fucking name is. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, AEW? Collision was intended to be different. It was intended for Punk. Obviously, we know the story. House of Black, Andrade, Miro, Hobbs, Scorpio Sky, Thunder Rosa. Where the fuck is Thunder Rosa? And I flip on fucking Collision, and you're giving me Kyle Fletcher? Dude, they're so fucked up with what they're doing right now. Collision is quickly turning into Rampage. What the fuck does that mean for Rampage? Awesome.
I mean, Thunder Rosa's trying her best. She tweeted Tony Khan a happy birthday.
She's still not cleared. That's why. Her back was just that fucked up that she's not cleared yet.
Oh, is she not? I thought. I'm not.
Last I heard, which was like a month or two ago, she was like close, but not fully yet.
You'd be more in the know than me. I'm not in the know, nor do I pretend to be. I just been waiting for her to come and show up with Mercedes and Diamante, who's the leader of their faction, and then go after Stat and win the TBS championship or something along those lines and make it like a Collision thing. I expected Collision just to be a different show. Collision is a glorified Rampage at best. It's just, I don't know.
It is now.
Yeah, now.
A lot of people were saying it's not CM Punk's show, it's Daniel Bryan's show, and that's why it's been so good. but I feel like the quality has fallen off since CM Punk has left, in my personal opinion. A lot of we featured House of Black every week. Miro was a big feature every week. Obviously Ricky Starks, who is now a tag team champion, apparently that happened. A lot of stuff I was really enjoying that Collision was doing after they fired CM Punk for making Tony fear for his life by pushing someone near him. It's kind of fallen off for me a little bit. And mind you, I also haven't they run on Saturdays. WWE pay-per-views are on Saturdays. A pay-per-view is always going to be priority over a television show. It is what it is, unless of course it's a pay-per-view that I have to pay a shit ton of money for with a bunch of wrestlers from a different company that I don't watch. That's a different story. Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm going to... Where do I want to go? I'll stick with Dynamite for now, since and new 3-time AEW Women's Champ Hikaru Shida, which let's be real, Shida has been holding the division down since the jump and the pandemic and did not get the respect she deserved. So now, hopefully, she can have a nice title reign in front of people, not just wrestlers and 20 fans in Jacksonville. I didn't expect her to win, I'll be honest. I really thought Saraya was going to hold the title a little bit longer, not losing on her second defense. I'm not mad because I fucking love Shida. So I'm 100% swallowing it. And Toni Storm came out and beat the shit out of Ruby Soho with her shoes.
That I
didn't watch for the shoe.
That I did see. And again, we love Toni Storm. I am in the vast minority of people that really enjoyed Saraya and enjoy Saraya and think she's great and was happy that she won the championship and wanted her to do more. A lot of people hate her because of her dating choices. I've gone on record saying if I hated every woman for the person that they dated, then a lot of my favorite female wrestlers would not be my female wrestlers. It is what it is. But that aside, Sheeta's fucking fantastic. She's a great wrestler. She's great for the women's division, and I'm happy. I love you too, Kyle.
You're so sexy.
I mean, she might. I don't know. I've never gotten close enough to smell her, but I bet if you put that on Twitter, she'll fight you about it. So there's your engagement.
Oh my god. See, but
who wouldn't mind smelling her? I mean, right.
Okay. Saraya getting roasted by people is actually so fucking hysterical. Because I know she doesn't expect people to pop off the way they are, but some of these people replying had me in tears. I can't remember which ones they were exactly, but I was fucking dying. Ew.
I was thinking fish and chips.
Yes. I mean, that's better than cabbage.
I was thinking a good sweat and some weed or something.
I have never known a woman to be happy to say that she smells like any kind of fish, even if it's with chips.
No.
Jesus. While we're talking women's wrestling, back on Tuesday, the same night that this happened, with Asuka versus Roxanne Perez. What did WWE do? They said, you know what, Matt, we appreciate you sticking around and supporting us. Here's something for you. Shotzi comes down in her motherfucking tank. She does commentary. She lets us know that her and Scarlett are going to be tag teaming the fuck out of hosting duties for night one of Halloween Havoc, which I couldn't be more excited for, because Shotzi is one of the best, if not the best hosts ever for Halloween Havoc. The first year she killed it. We had Quincy the second year, and that didn't turn out so well, but Shotzi was still fantastic.
Yeah, Shotzi was there.
Shotzi was great. And looked fantastic. And she's going to be back again this year. Roxanne also, had her match with Asuka, and that was great and cool for her. Kiana, I mean, she had a shit ton of people eyes on her. She won, right? She beat Asuka. Because Shotzi was holding her hand up at the end, and I kind of missed a little bit of it there.
No.
Because I know Kiana tried to attack her, and then Shotzi kicked Kiana's ass, and then Shotzi went in and raised her hand, And I thought she had lost because I saw Asuka like do the respectful bow and everything, and she was sitting there. But then when Shotzi raised her hand, I'm like, did I miss something? And did she win?
No, she didn't win.
Okay. Well, still had a great showing against Asuka. Oh, and then Tiff cuts off Fallon Henley from meeting Asuka backstage as well, because apparently Fallon Henley's not worthy of Asuka time. She wasn't ready for Asuka. She wasn't. Tiff was.
She didn't even get the chance.
She wasn't ready, Katie. If she was ready, she would have got the chance.
Well, Tiffany just stuck her blonde head in where it didn't need to be, which is a theme.
Listen, here's the thing. I don't think there's any place that blonde head doesn't need to be. And I have a few suggestions of the next few places it could show up.
Sir.
Like Monday Night Raw, Survivor Series. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking.
She's not. Is she?
Get your mind out of the gutter, Katie.
Oh, gee, I wonder where I get that from.
I'm not your daddy. Don't blame that on me.
Don't fucking say a goddamn word.
Tim, spit or swallow.
I'm swallowing the shit out of the start of fucking SmackDown. Incredible. John Cena, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman's got his dark hair again. Why is his hair black again? Because his tribal chief's back and he's normal again. It was awesome. But what was really awesome were a couple of things about this. First of all, LA Knight, looked like a fucking superstar in that ring with John Cena and with Roman Reigns. And what I didn't realize at the time, I saw on Twitter, I'm sure we all did, was how he dropped John Cena bars in his promo against Roman Reigns. Like, I mean, come on, that is cool as fuck. So I thought that was awesome. Loved how LA Knight held his own. I seen people, my good friend Justin, complaining about it's LA Knight's not ready for Roman Reigns yet, yada, yada, yada. Listen, Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestled matches with Psycho Sid and Bret Hart and The Undertaker before he went on to become the world champion. LA Knight loses to Roman Reigns with some outside interference. He's just elevated by being in the fucking ring with Roman Reigns. So I absolutely love it. The other thing that I'm swallowing hard as fuck, no more yeet. What the fuck is yeet? All right. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means. I don't like it. And Roman Reigns doesn't like it either. And when he told Jimmy, I don't like that, I said, thank you, Tribal Chief. I don't like it either. That yeet out here. I don't even know what that means. Yeet.
That's the oldest, whitest thing I think I've ever heard you say.
Yeet.
I agree with everything you said. Here's the thing.
There we go.
Here's the thing. I'm tired of them doing this to me. We did it with Cody. We did it with Jay. If we do it with LA Knight, at this point, I honestly don't give a fuck who beats Roman Reigns. Just somebody please beat him, because I am sick of getting excited to see guys go into a match with Roman Reigns and then fucking lose and having to wait 3 months for another match for me to be excited for someone to lose. So like, fucking Chad Gable, please beat Roman Reigns.
I would love that.
Xavier Woods, please beat Roman Reigns. Ivar from the Viking Raiders, please beat Roman Reigns. I don't care. Just take the fucking title off Roman Reigns so that we can get it on somebody I want to see it on, because you fucked me with Cody and then teased me again, and I do not appreciate that, because it's a whole thing I'm going to talk about later. I'm not happy about it.
You don't get it.
You fucked me with Jey Uso. Well, and now you're fucking cock teasing me with LA Knight. You put someone else on SmackDown than the person that it was supposed to be.
That's going to be 3 years in a row at Rumble. I said it. Fucking, it's going down. KO Roman 3 going down.
We'll get there.
Well, really 4, but 3.
It was cool like 3 years ago.
I don't even know what the fuck it means.
LA Knight was a Halloween Havoc host at one time, which was hilarious in hindsight. Yeah, so, but everything else was fucking fantastic. The nice touch of Paul dyeing his hair again because he's not stressed because Roman's back, so he's not graying anymore. John Cena even went out of his way to put Roman over and said, because Roman's like, I'm kind of pissed that you're here and people are calling you the GOAT. Like, I don't fucking exist. And John's like, no, you know what? I agree with you. what you've done 3 years as champion, that is the greatest title reign accomplishment of all time. And I agree, because the only other people that have done something like that, one of them we don't discuss. And if you ever hear me say that anything about him, including his title reign, was great, then you know I've been kidnapped. We don't fuck with yellow shoes around here.
Nope.
It was all good. Even like I said, I got chills looking at LA Knight going toe to toe with Roman Reigns. I love like the confused look on Roman. And then on top of all of that, Cody and Jay have their tag team title match. They get confronted by the Bloodline on the ramp, because all night Roman is just like, what the fuck are you doing? Because, all right, so Jimmy Uso during that thing came in to attack LA Knight, calling an audible. Didn't really go the way he hoped for. So now Roman's in the back and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I was trying to be you. I was calling. He's like, no, you don't know that. You don't do that. You don't get to call audibles. I call the plays, you execute them. Jay's out here disrespecting me. Cody's out here disrespecting me by showing up on my show. Go out there and take care of it. And then he's like, he was going off about some other shit that we'll talk about later. And he's like, and then Jimmy's just over here sitting on my couch. Jimmy's like, didn't I tell you to go take care of some shit? The fuck are you still doing here? And then Jimmy tried to like walk in front of him, and Roman gave him a look and like made him walk out the other way. So they confront him. We get the stare down between Cody and Roman, which again, I was all but giving up on the fact, because of what happened that we'll talk about later, that Cody was ever going to get that shot again, because they just fucking hate me and they don't want it to happen. And they're just making terrible decisions to get me there, or they're just trying to confuse me and make me think that it's not going to happen. If that's what they're doing, great job. But also with what you're setting up for the future. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that because we're not there yet. So, all good shit, including LA Knight defeating Solo Sikoa in the main event, and then Roman coming in and dropping LA Knight and just standing over him like, who the fuck did you think you were standing in the ring with me?
Yeah, that all happened. I mean, and like, besides just the confrontation that actually happened between LA Knight and Roman Reigns, it was the camera shot that they did of LA Knight with Roman Reigns and the reflection of his glasses. That's fucking top tier and beautifully well done. And then people, of course, have memed it, and it's amazing. Like the Jersey Shore note has been put inside of it, which is just amazing. I love the memes that people are making of it, and I knew it was going to be a meme, and I was going to send it to you to make a meme for the show, and I forgot.
Can I say one more thing about the stare off on the ramp? It would have been a lot better if John Cena was there, because I really feel that at WrestleMania we are going to have Roman Cody, John Cena versus Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy versus Jay. And John's going to put Solo over because, you know, John and Humaga had that fucking blood feud, and Solo's going to go over John at Mania. So it would have been cool if they all six of them was on that ramp. And, you know, that's it.
I would have really enjoyed just Cody and Roman staring at each other and John Cena in the background making funny faces. Like,
I love when he does that.
Yeah. So, Tim, spit or swallow. Or no, that was you. I tagged onto yours. Yeah. Katie, spit or swallow.
I think that was the longest swallow we've had on the show.
It was a big load, Katie. Sometimes you got to choke that big load down, and it takes a while.
I'm not having this conversation. Anyways, I am going.
So now the options for the titles are two hands and choke that big load down. I can make it work.
That's a long time.
I'm doing I'm doing it. I'll make it work.
Okay, wait. What are they? Do you need me to write these down?
Two hands.
Okay.
And choke that big load down.
I hate that I have to write this.
I love that I have to make you write this.
I hate you so much. Anyways, I'm swallowing Sky Blue vs. Chris Statlander on Collision. I only saw parts of it, but what I did see, and Matt's gonna appreciate this, Sky Blue very much showing the side effects of getting misted by Julia Hart a few weeks ago. The makeup is darker and bleeding down her face a little more. Didn't show Statlander any respect at the end. Willow had to come out and kind of like squash anything before it happened. Plus, I mean, Sky Blue and Statlander put on hell of a match as they always do. Like that's a given. But I love what they're doing because like Julia Hart's gonna be off TV for a hot minute. Like she's got married, she's gonna go to honeymoon. So having Sky Blue and then possibly Willow as well dealing with the side effects of this, and I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to having 3 dudes and 3 guys in the House of Black faction.
3 girls and 3 guys?
Yeah.
I think you said 3 dudes and 3 guys.
Whatever. Everybody's a guy. Everybody's a dude.
You're
Fair
a dude.
enough.
She's a dude. He's a dude. Yeah.
We're all dudes, eh?
Good, Bert.
I'm interested because I, as happy as I am with the transformation of Julia Hart and her being in House of Black and what she's done in House of Black, and it's all fantastic. I was a big antagonist of how they went about it with her getting the black mist and black mist and how it took fucking forever for her to turn and the way it all played out. In the end, it worked out great and I fucking love it and I'm glad it happened, but I feel like they waited too long for the turn to happen and they didn't. I wasn't a big fan of the way they initially turned her after she got misted from Malachi.
Mm.
So knowing she's going to be off TV for a while, knowing that her and Willow are both kind of doing the same thing after getting misted.
Maybe Willow. Willow was like kind of like meaner in her match last week. I don't think she had a match this week that I saw, but like Sky is definitely the one out of the 2 who's showing the side effects.
Yeah, so I'm for it.
Which would be good because she got her push, she won her matches, and since she got her push and won her matches, I mean, she's been on a pretty substantial losing streak. So turning her heel would be very refreshing. So, and it gives her fresh opposition. You know, she goes against the faces then. So let's go. I'm with it. And then you can create a women's trios division with. I'm just kidding. No more cycles.
You're fun. Both of you to assume that women get more than one match on a show, Tim.
Please do. Please. Oh, I mean, fucking beat that fucking in the ground. God. It's a joke. 4 years in. 5 years, I guess.
Yeah, 5 years.
Fucking stupid.
They're great. They're doing so well over there.
So
stupid.
I have this as a swallow, but I'm not going to lie.
Katie and I mutter under our breath. You wouldn't think I liked AEW if you listened to me tonight, would you?
No, you wouldn't. Though we do this all the time, so this is nothing new because we want better for their women. We love their women's division. We love the women in it. We want to see them featured more. The fact that Abaddon has not had a TV match in October is...
Who is Abaddon?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who Abaddon is.
Griff Garrison has had more TV time than Abaddon.
Griff should have joined the House of Black with black hair. Griff should have joined the House of Black.
How dare you?
Just my homie. That's my boy right there.
I have this as a swallow, but I'm not going to lie. When I heard Cody Rhodes say the words, we'll call it the bada bing, bada boom battle royal, I felt a certain way about it. I'm not going to lie. I might have been okay with just calling it the bada bing battle royal. Like that I feel like that flows a little better, but going up to the Don and Stacks and be like, you know what? Yeah, we'll call it the bada bing. But I felt like he was making fun of us. I didn't feel like that was sincere.
No.
What is Cody Rhodes? What is Cody Rhodes? You don't think he's got any Italian in him?
No,
I mean he's got like 25%.
Listen, just because I can talk like this does not mean it is the Italian side of me. That is not how that works. This is just a Dusty Rhodes impression. This is not the rack. Do not get excited, ladies and gentlemen.
When you dye that hair black, he looks a little dago. You maybe pull it off a little bit.
I don't know. I felt like he was kind of like, I'm excited for the battle royal. I love what they're doing. Yeah.
He did just shout Gobble.
No, he didn't. Did he really?
Also write down Gobble for the title as well.
Gobble. All right, hold on.
Yeah. He did at the very end as he walked off. He's like, and I'm like, see it now.
It was like so loud, right as like it was like transitioning to another scene.
Yeah.
That would have been
I
like
felt
him
like he was
screaming
gonna
like
fuck.
prosciutto and walking away or something.
Yeah.
No, I fucking love prosciutto.
I feel like we were being
it's a
made
great
fun of,
meat.
and
It's-
but
see, I'm hungry. Fuck.
happy about the tag team battle royal. Happy for the tag teams in NXT. Gonna swallow it despite feeling a little bit mocked.
Forget about it.
Tim, spit or swallow.
Oh boy, back to me. Okay.
Generally how
I'm
this
gonna go.
works.
I'm gonna swallow. I'm gonna stick with AEW. I'm gonna swallow. I love brawls. I'm gonna swallow the end of Dynamite and the end of Collision. A lot of people were ragging on the end of Dynamite. It was a big brawl to end the show. I really enjoyed it. You had a lot of different people involved. You got the BCC involved. You got the Mogul Embassy involved. You got Christian and his new little faction involved. Edge, Adam Copeland, whatever the fuck the Rated R superstar, he's involved. I like it. I like brawls. I'm curious to see where they're going to be going with all this. Dynamite ended tonight, or Collision ended tonight with FTR getting involved. So that's where my big swallow is, because now Edge is essentially going to replace Phil, and we're going to get Edge and FTR involved in whatever we got. And Ricky and Big Bill came out to help Christian and Luchasaurus. So I'm assuming next week on Collision, for the first time ever, we're going to have Edge and FTR against Luchasaurus, Big Bill, and Ricky Starks. And I am swallowing the fuck out of Edge and FTR together. FTR trained Edge to get him back healthy and get him back in the ring. You know, CM Punk ain't there, then I guess Edge is okay to team with FTR as long as FTR is still there. Because when FTR lost those titles in 4.5 minutes, I was very concerned with what was going on next. Clearly, they're still there. They're going to get those belts back at some point. I'm swallowing Edge and FTR together, and I'm swallowing brawls to end shows. Because it's like 90s stuff, and I like 90s stuff.
Rated FTR.
I'm never going to complain about ending with a gangbang.
That's okay.
I like that one. I do like that one.
Do we like the Mogul Embassy?
We like Swerve and Prince Nana.
Okay, so we're same page then. All right, because
with Brian Cage as Swerve's only muscle.
No.
That's the thing. I don't Brian Cage.
I don't understand. Like, I love Swerve, AR Fox, Prince Nana, even the tag team, the Gates of
Agony.
Sure, that one. Those two.
Put some respect on Toa Leona's name. God damn it.
Taya Leone's in that?
I'm done with you. Continue.
Why didn't they call themselves Bad Boys then? Anyway, I don't understand that faction, because like none of those guys look like they would hang out. None of them look like outside they would be friends. They really don't. So I'm looking at it like, especially Brian Cage. Brian Cage especially looks like he does not belong there and he is uncomfortable. I don't know. So
he's also injured apparently.
It is what it is.
He loses. He gets matches. He loses a lot of them. Oh God!
Honestly, Lance Archer would make more sense in that faction, I feel like, than Brian Cage doing his whatever the fuck the face paint and the like.
I feel like Swerve should just have one muscle, like one guy for muscle. Like I don't think he needs three.
You know what though? I'm not gonna bitch because I'm just glad he got rid of fucking Baby Lesnar and
oh fuck,
Tattoo Face.
Yeah.
Wish Lance Archer.
Sure, we can go with that.
That's what I said.
Because yeah, his white boy bodyguards that was not working for me either. So, and I love Swerve. Swerve's fucking great. Prince Nana has been killing it outside the ring, entertaining people.
Oh, how dare we forget Trench?
Swerve is fucking money, man. Everything this dude touches is fucking gold. Everything he's been touching is gold.
If only he would get gold.
He will. I talked about that on Circle of Debate earlier today. I'm very confident that he will become the first Black AEW World Champion by like November of 2024. I feel like that's when this is going to go down. Like a full year. He don't need to hold no bullshit international TNT. No, just keep him doing things with big people, big stars like Bryan Danielson, Hangman, and then put him in the match with like whoever it is, Adam Cole or whoever the fuck the champion is, and have him win the belt then. Swerve for World Champ 2024.
King Midas, Justin.
He fixed it.
With a okay.
He fixed it. King Minus.
And that's Swerve's goal. Like he said it so many times, and I am here to support.
I mean, he should be
100%.
He should be.
I know Katie's not a fan of this, so I have a question. Did Don Callis and Powerhouse Hobbs fuck up Jericho or Kenny Omega again this week? Is that on your list? Okay, then I'll wait till you get to it. Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm gonna jump on back over to NXT. I'm swallowing Brian Pillman Jr.'s vignette promo thing.
Not surprised.
Why?
Do you really want to know, or are you just going to let that slide?
Hey.
I can tell you exactly what I have written down here.
Oh, no.
Swallow Brian Pillman Jr. Daddy Issues vignette.
That's disrespectful on all fronts. That's not why. Maybe part of the reason, but that's not why.
Okay.
They actually, like, what was Brian doing? Well, Lexus King? Is that what he's going by now?
Yes.
Whatever he was doing as Brian Pillman Jr. in AEW clearly wasn't doing anything. Like, he had...
I mean, being from Cincinnati? Because
yeah,
that was his gimmick, was I'm from Ohio.
Yeah. And then after Julia Hart turned on him and Griff Garrison, he wasn't utilized. So he was there for like 3 years, didn't really do anything. This vignette has already like made him, in my opinion, one of the next best stars in NXT.
And he looked great too. Like he got all cleaned up. And my question is, do we know the man named King that raised him? Because he said he's no junior. The real man who raised him's last name is King, so now his is too. Who?
It's his stepdad.
Okay, so it's not Jerry the King Lawler.
Fuck no.
It's not Tim King.
It's not me. It's not one of my many.
Not this
No,
guy.
I don't think I was old enough. Not quite yet. Maybe
And it's not Jimmy King.
No.
Okay. I wanted to check because like him coming out and doing a Jimmy King thing from
God damn it,
Martin
Kyle.
Luther.
I will rule you. Anyway,
God fucking damn it.
Oh my god.
No, I loved it. It was great. Joke about you aside, which is legitimately what I wrote down was daddy issues.
See, it's the fact that you wrote it down, and I knew you've been waiting a month to make a joke.
I did not plan. I wrote that down because that's what it was. It was a daddy issues promo. He's got daddy issues. The fact that you came in and swallowed it just made it easy to make that joke. But that joke was not there for you. That was just how I perceived that promo. I was actually not planning on saying anything about you when I read it until you're like, I like that promo. And I'm like, connecting the dots.
You are the worst. Anyway.
While we're on NXT, I'm gonna swallow the fact that Paul Heyman sat down with The Rock's daughter to discuss the bloodline behind closed doors, because we know Dwayne's not showing up for the bloodline.
Nope.
But we also know that the bloodline has needed a female member for a while, and they have passed on many opportunities like Tamina Snuka and Nia Jax and Naomi. So
Ava
can we
Rain.
put Ava Rain in the
Schism's
bloodline,
dead.
please? Schism is essentially dead.
Well, Joe Gacy's not doing anything, and the Grizzly Young Veterans are released and are living their best lives on the Indies right now,
Good for them.
as they should be.
What I would say to you is, if you want that, then I feel like you lose your Cody Roman dream as well. Because
I've already given up on that. It's not going to happen. They're just going to
no,
tease me.
let's not do that. Let's not
Hold on. We're getting into this now. I said weeks ago when Jey Uso showed up on Raw, the only acceptable draft to SmackDown to put this man on the roster, to put him in position to wrestle Roman Reigns, is Cody Rhodes. And I have waited and I have waited. And Nick Aldis, another NWA champion, was made GM of SmackDown. And he talked to Adam Pearce and said, I'm looking forward to competition between the brands. Pretending as if there's maybe going to start being a little bit of brand split and brand warfare and some interesting shit. Which means that if that is the case, per the way that I need things to be, I cannot see Cody Rhodes over on SmackDown doing jack shit because he is not a SmackDown superstar, and I need separation. If you're going to give me separate GMs and pretend like drafts exist and all that shit, yes, he can win the Royal Rumble.
I wasn't going to say that.
What are you going to say?
He's an undisputed tag team champion. He's on both
As
brands,
of right now, we don't know if he will be by WrestleMania.
At this point, who fucking knows?
And he could win the Royal Rumble, which he won't, and he shouldn't, because he shouldn't win the fucking Royal Rumble, because that would be a fucking waste. But whatever that February pay-per-view is, you best believe he's winning that fucking Elimination Chamber match, all right?
But if it's for a match against Roman, he can't be in it because it should be SmackDown Superstars because it's a SmackDown Championship and it's a SmackDown brand split. There is no wild card rule.
He's gotta win the Royal Rumble.
They're passing up every opportunity to make it make sense, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
Well, did he win the Royal Rumble last year? Yeah.
Yes, and then lost.
But did he start from number 1 and win the Royal Rumble?
No.
Well, maybe he starts from number 1 and fucking tells it and finishes the fucking story.
The only reason
thing was sorry, Katie, go right ahead.
I was gonna say the only reason Cody Rhodes can be number 1 and number 2 is so he can have his entire fucking entrance in the Rumble. That's it. He's not winning.
I kind of want LA Knight to win the Rumble this year.
Well, that's not going to happen. I don't mean to be,
Wow.
I'm just like, that's no.
Or maybe King of the Ring
Gunter.
next year.
Yes, I think Gunther. I think really, it's just LA Knight just doesn't
Chad
make sense.
Gable.
LA Knight just doesn't make sense because if you got to think about it, Seth's got to be world champion going into it, or something else I'm going to swallow that we'll talk about shortly, who's not going to be world champion. But like Seth, realistically, he's got to be world champion. So LA Knight's either got to go against Seth or he's got to go against Roman. It's going to be Cody and Roman. It's going to be Cody and Roman. There's no way it's not. The story is not in the 3rd inning. The story is fucking finishing at WrestleMania.
So then just tell a fucking story that makes sense and line it up and stop fucking pretending and
just trying to
making things difficult.
They're just,
this is that Goosebumps book.
They got your arms tied behind your back. You're laying there in leather. You're strapped up.
Katie, if this was that Goosebumps book, I would have chose Cody Rhodes gets drafted to SmackDown and read that story. I would not have read one of the other options.
No,
I didn't want any of the other. I love Kevin Owens. I don't need Kevin Owens on SmackDown. I was perfectly fine with them over there. Shut the fuck up, Justin.
Also, why in the fuck did we trade, quote unquote trade, KO to Smack? Him and Sammy are still a tag team. Are they not?
Can I tell you why?
Please.
I'm going to swallow Kevin Owens being traded to SmackDown, and here is why. At first, I was like, what the fuck are you trading Kevin Owens to SmackDown for? And then my brain hit. And I started to think, reason is because Cody is coming to SmackDown. Cody is going to beat Roman for the world title at WrestleMania. Cody is going to need foes in the future. KO is going to hate Cody. You brought Jey Uso, that piece of shit, over to Raw. You had me fucking traded to the show. You took me away from my best friend. KO goes and beats that ass down. KO takes the title from Cody. Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble next year. Sami Zayn beats KO at WrestleMania 41 in the main event for the world title. Boom! That's why.
And a year and 2 years in advance.
I mean, it's going to be really hard to do when in 2 years it's going to be Gargano versus Ciampa after DIY breaks up for the title. But anyway,
stop it! No,
I said two. I gave him 2 years, Katie. I gave him 2 years.
Don't. No, I just got them back. Don't take them away again.
A heel Seth would be fun for sure.
If you guys want more of this inane nonsense, you guys can go over to patreon.com/creationworld, where for just $1, you get Return to Wrestling. Travis and I are recording the next episode on Sunday, the 16th. So if you're not watching this live, it'll probably be out after the fact. But it should be dropping next week. It is Uncensored 1998. Also, Travis and Mara doing Multiverse. $1, both shows, the entire back catalog, everything we've done WCW, including the new episode this month, which is Uncensored 1998, and everything that Travis and Mara have done, Multiverse, including their newest episode this month. Last month was Batman the Long Halloween. All of that will be available to you for just $1. And if you go up a tier or two, you're going to have to click on patreon.com/creationworld to find out what the other tiers offer you. They will all offer those two podcasts, but we got some other perks. One of those perks being our shows ad-free. So if you don't like ads, you don't like commercials, you don't want to, take a picture-in-picture commercial break, which we don't really actually kind of have, but you know what I'm saying. You're going to want to go subscribe to that tier and watch everything we do without the ads. But since you're watching us live, we got dildos, we got energy drinks, we got dog collars, we got all sorts of things to push for you, and we got promo codes to get them all. So without further ado, here is a message from our sponsor.
Spice things up in the bedroom? Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, W can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, W is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix W with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to w.creationworld.com and order your W today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try W today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
And we're back.
I can't stand him.
That was fucking great.
Katie, spit or swallow.
I didn't know Jason was here. That's crazy.
It was my day
Almost-
yesterday. I thought I'd stop by.
Just hanging out. Can you even drink in that mask? Oh god. Anyways, I am swallowing Lola Vice versus Danny Palmer in the first round matchup of the women's breakout tournament. Lola Vice, the woman that you are. 10 out of 10. I think she's gonna win the whole fucking tournament, if I'm gonna be honest. It's her or Kalani. Like 100%. And I hope the two of them face off in the finals.
It's actually really hot under there. You think Lola Vice is winning the whole thing?
Her or Kalani, yeah.
Jason does have mommy issues.
And I have daddy issues. Here we are. So.
And Jason also doesn't have a father, or his father left when he was very young. So there's that too.
Oh my god. Are me and Jason twins?
Maybe. Yeah, no, the women's breakout tournament, it's been fucking fantastic. I personally have my favorite. Miss NXT herself.
Oh, Ariana Grace.
Ariana Grace, yep.
She hasn't
Bianca
had
Corelli.
her match yet, right?
Not yet, but I'm waiting for it.
Probably this week.
Yeah. Miracle from Milan's daughter. I can't wait.
Which is insane to me.
But yeah, no, that was all good. You know what else was really good, Katie? Big swallow
What
for
else?
me. The fact that we've gone back to what made Chase U fun. Andre Chase losing his shit on students and swearing at them. Also, whatever like JC Jane is winning me over with whatever manipulative bullshit she has going on, you know, putting over Duke and Andre in the tag team battle royal thing. And I don't know what's going on with her. She wanted to join the school. She's gaslighting the fuck out of Andre Chase, and I'm loving all of it.
Oh yeah.
I'm back on board with Chase U. Back on board with Chase U.
As you should be. Like this is fun again. Justin, you can't say that. She's not a thought. She's just going through a phase.
What are your thoughts on that?
Which the fact that you said thought like that, I was like, you out here calling me a thought?
I just asked for your thoughts.
I don't have any thoughts.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sorry.
But
yeah, no, Chase U was fun as shit, and I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
time.
yeah. Both segments you guys just talked about were dope. Chase U was great. Lola Vice's fucking black mass is fucking nasty, dude. Oh god, very nasty. That kick is sick.
Tim, spit or swallow?
Big swallow. Seth Rollins. Next opponent, Drew McIntyre. Let's fucking go, baby. I don't necessarily think Drew's gonna beat him. Sadly, nor do I think he should beat him at this point in Seth's title run. I thought when Seth first won the belt, his first opponent should have been Drew. Drew should have turned psychopath. Damn,
Scottish psycho.
psychopath. Damn,
There you
that's I say it 5 times. But he should have went Scottish psychopath and fucking just killed Seth right away, won the belt, had Seth chase. Now Seth's the champ. He's got to hold this belt to WrestleMania. But I'm really excited that Drew's getting this push. I'm excited for it. Seth and Drew should be a fantastic match. And I'm curious to see where it goes. Drew was talking to mommy in the background on Raw. Could he join Judgment Day? Does anyone want that? I don't want that. But I'm excited for Drew and Seth. And I'm curious to see where we go.
Well, like you said. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Katie.
I was going to say, well, I think I know what she was talking to him about because Drew confronted Jay. Yeah. The right one? Yeah. Jay before his match. So I'm thinking she probably wanted him to, you know, rough up Jay so they lose the titles, maybe. I don't know. But it was just very conspicuous timing that she was talking to him in the back, and then he's getting in Jay's face again.
This may be blasphemy, maybe not, but I don't necessarily need to see Seth Rollins hold that title till WrestleMania. I'd be good with him losing it at any of the next pay-per-views before then. I think Seth has done a great job. I love Seth to death. But if he were to lose to Gunther, if he were to lose to Drew as a heel, whatever, like I'm good with all of that. Like I have no issues there. Seth has done everything he's needed to do for that title. It feels important. It's awesome. It's special. But he also defends it a lot, and I don't need to see him go on that long of a winning. I mean, we're 6 months away from WrestleMania. That's at least 6 to 7 more pay-per-view victories over guys that we could also put that belt on and give a run. Like, I don't know when we're going to get a little tired of just watching him win. Like I am 100% with Roman when he probably should lose. And I got to that point when I thought Shinsuke was going to beat him and we were going to get a little bit of a chase, and it didn't happen because Shinsuke deserves a title run and should have had it. So I think that was kind of my bending point with Seth Rollins, where I'm like, all right, you can just drop this title now because you didn't drop it when I thought you should have. And again, who am I? Nobody. My opinion doesn't matter unless you like me and you're watching the show and you think I'm cool. Not really. But on top of that, after Drew came out and told Seth, I'm not here to pick a fight with you tonight, but I do want a match. Priest comes out to attack. Drew does the Drew thing and does not go back to save Seth. But when Priest calls for the Money in the Bank, Drew's like, no. And he chucked that motherfucker right back up the ramp so Priest couldn't cash in. JD is in fucking deep shit with Priest for hitting him in the knee with the belt and costing them the tag team titles. He's getting choked up against the wall the way Katie wants Rhea to choke her.
Life's not fair. It's not fair at all.
And then he makes a match. He's like, hey, go out there and take out Drew tonight. And if and I have this as a direct quote, if Drew breaks him, Damian wants to finish him off. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know a lot of people who would either pay to be broken by Drew or finished by Priest.
The answer is yes.
Maybe not in that order.
The answer is just yes.
So I don't know how this is a punishment for JD McDun-Dun-Dun. I don't. Listen,
because you do anything top heavy wise, he's going to fall over because his fucking Funko head is so big. He's just going to topple and he's going to fall down and hurt himself. So it's kind of just funny.
And going back to the Seth holding the belt to WrestleMania thing, it's not necessarily that I want that. I wanted Seth to be the inaugural, but I also, I thought he was going to lose to Finn the second time. I thought he should have lost to Shinsuke the second time. I thought he should have lost to Shinsuke the first time. I definitely thought he should have lost to Shinsuke. A fucking face doesn't need a year-long title run, all right? The face gets the belt, and then they chase the belt. Seth got it, made it relevant, should have Shinsuke for sure should have beat Seth. Without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, Shinsuke should have beat Seth. But I'm just thinking about it from a realistic point. Drew McIntyre is not getting his crowning moment in Saudi Arabia. That ain't happening, all right? So Seth's going to beat Drew in Saudi, which is going to ultimately spin Drew even more. So then we're going to get to Survivor Series, where Seth and Drew maybe are on opposite teams in War Games, or Seth's fucking with Roman or something. We'll get to December. Maybe we get a rematch between Seth and Drew, okay? Seth retains over Drew. Get to the Royal Rumble. Seth, it's the Royal Rumble. Seth's wrestling a mediocre opponent. We know that. Royal Rumble winner, February. We're into WrestleMania. That's Seth's still champion, pretty sure. Maybe Gunther wins the Rumble. Gunther beats Seth at WrestleMania.
That'd be wild.
I just don't see Seth losing the belt because it seems 6 months seems like a long time, but it's really not a long time.
It is. It really is. It's 6 more people he's going to beat, and I'm not okay with that. But you mentioned something about the pay-per-view coming up in Chicago that Katie decided that she was going to go to a Collision over watching.
In my defense, I didn't know it was the same day until after I bought a ticket, and I'm not giving up my ticket that I paid money for.
Neither here nor there.
Are you coming to see CM Punk?
No.
CM. Oh, my bad. That's just what I'll be screaming all night.
We talked about Nick Aldis being the GM and saying, do not, unless Nick Aldis comes out next week and says, from now on, this is SmackDown and only SmackDown superstars or people holding the tag team titles are going to be on this show. We will not be seeing people from Raw coming and running around on this show. He's cracking down. It's done. It's over with. Do not do any brand versus brand, Seth versus Roman bullshit, because it means nothing. And it's a waste of time to say, oh, brand supremacy when you've got guys from Raw running around on SmackDown. You've got guys from SmackDown running around on Raw, girls from both shows showing up down on NXT. Like, none of it matters, and I don't want to fucking see it. I might not, if you give me brand supremacy, I might just not watch that show. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will, you know how I feel about a fucking brand split, and you guys ain't giving it to me. You cock teased me with it.
What if
Triple H
they
came out and said
real?
What
if
they have to do it for real though, Tim, and they haven't. So
I
don't
know.
give it to me now.
I know, but what if this time? What if this time under Triple H, and that is why he has established Adam Pearce, who is so. What bothered me was that these fucking guys didn't get entrances. Adam Pearce has served you for 3 years. Where is his? Just walk down. Nick Aldis, introduce him. What the fuck? I digress.
Well, to be fair, he tried to like 4 times, but Dom kept getting booed. So,
well, and the crowd didn't know who the fuck he was anyway. So
I know what you're saying, but here's the thing: we're too far into the year to all of a sudden say brands matter and make it mean something.
I agree with that.
We can do it next year. You have from now until Survivor Series 2024 to make me believe that there is a definitive brand split and there's an actual competition and there are lines drawn and this shit matters. But next month is too early to make me give a shit. And like I said, unless Nick Aldis comes out and lays that down, if it just stays the way it is and Cody and Jay keep coming over to SmackDown to start shit, even though they're the tag team champions, and Judgment Day keeps showing up on SmackDown for shits and giggles, and all this bullshit that we've been seeing back and forth, Solo and Paul and Jimmy showing up on they even stopped saying that Paul Heyman had a visitor's pass. They just said fuck it and got rid of that. Like, if we keep doing that shit, I don't want to see it. I'm probably not going to. I don't even care if they say CM Punk's going to be there. I'll watch the highlight on fucking YouTube.
You are lying.
I'm not lying. Listen, Tim, you have no idea how hard this brand split hatred.
I know you hate the brand
runs
split.
with me.
I understand.
No, I hate that they don't fucking do it. That's what I hate.
know they don't fucking follow through with it. Which is bullshit. There's never been a brand split. Well,
like you have a whole ass draft that spans 2 shows, and you don't do anything.
It means absolutely jack shit.
Pointless draft. It's so
honestly.
Katie, spit or swallow.
I'm gonna swallow Becky Teagan on Monday Night Raw and Xia Li appearing after how long? Finally, I've missed my girl so much. And like, I'm not gonna complain if we get like her and Becky next week, just whatever. But Becky and Tegan, hell of a match. I love Tegan. Tegan didn't win. I didn't expect her to because it's Becky. But I got Tegan in a championship match on Monday Night Raw when a shit ton of people hate her for whatever fucking reason. I love Tegan. People hate Tegan.
That's wild.
Yeah. But I got my match. And I liked it.
Is this also one of those instances you were talking about where blonde heads are in places they don't belong? Because Xia Li showed up and confronted Becky, and we were excited about that. And then Becky defeated Tegan, and then Tegan went and had to cry over her broken knees in the back. And Disco Ninja Sex Party and Natty showed up.
No, listen.
And they were like, hey, it's okay. We all lose sometimes. Natty loses all the time. I understand. I feel you. And then Chelsea and Piper come up, and Chelsea starts squawking. And then Natty steps up, and she's like, I'm going to beat your ass. And Chelsea's like, but you can't beat my ass because, hey, Piper. Hey, Piper.
Help.
And then Piper's like, yeah, no, you got to fight me.
No, I actually did forget that Natty was involved in this in any capacity. I kind of just blocked Natty out at this point. No, I was talking about another blonde on the other show.
Oh, all right. Well, let's talk about that because this is the last thing I have from SmackDown. I am spitting the fact that Nick Aldis, as the new general manager of SmackDown, has decided that he is just going to start doing Charlotte's job for her. She didn't even show up and ask for a title match. He just moved her back to the front of the line for shits and giggles. He's like, it is of my opinion that if Damage Control hadn't gotten involved, you'd be champion right now. So we're going to give you a rematch. And to Charlotte's credit, she even said, I mean, the ref's decision is final. It is what it is. I've lost before. It's cool. And he's like, no. Fuck Katie Kinsey, baby. Charlotte, you're getting another title match. And then in comes Jade Cargill for her third appearance in less than a week because she was at the pay-per-view, didn't do shit, just showed up, got greeted by Triple H. Then she showed up on NXT, same thing, got met by a DX member in a parking lot, which I can tell you, if this was back in the day, would not have been a good look for her because she probably would have ended up pregnant if DX was meeting her in a parking lot. And then shows up with Triple H again on SmackDown to be introduced to Nick Aldis, and they have their little face-off, their little stare down, their little Young Kings wrestling booking on live TV. Shout out to Wreak Havoc and TC. And Katie, how did that make you feel seeing those two stare eye to eye, face to face? I mean,
it's the fact that somebody's like quite literally like eye to eye with Charlotte is, besides like I think the only people who would be tall enough would be Raquel and Rhea, and like we've seen that. I have no issues with Jade, and they're treating her like a star, and we haven't even seen her in the ring yet, which like good. I don't want to see her in the ring yet. Like give her more time to train. But that's the match that everyone has been talking about, and I would have no issues. But I swear to fucking God, if Charlotte wins, I'm raising all types of fucking hell everywhere.
What if, hold on, Charlotte defeats Io, gets that 16th championship, ties her daddy's record, and then loses to Jade right off. I'm not saying right off the bat, like not the next night or whatever, but like Jade comes in and just whoops Charlotte's ass and takes that belt off her.
No, it's too early for Jade.
Is Charlotte's a 15 or a 14?
I think she's a 15, but I could be wrong. It might be 14.
I think she's got to get 2 to get to 16.
Bakley, are you still here? You know these things.
I think she's 14, but I could well be wrong.
Regardless, if she wins next week, Vince might do a show alone. I don't know if I'll be here. If this bitch wins that title again, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
First and foremost, you know you're going to be here just to lose your shit live on air about her winning. You're not going to pass up the opportunity to
because I can't wait a week to do it on my own show.
Exactly. So you'll be
happens on Fridays. I'm just like be annoyed. Fucking
and I'm okay with that. I've been annoyed all week.
Same. For a multitude of reasons. I hate it here.
Tim, spit or swallow.
Oh, I'm gonna swallow. I'm gonna go back to Dynamite. Powerhouse Hobbs, man, dude. Powerhouse Hobbs just slaughtered Jericho. World's strongest slam 3 times of this motherfucker. Rolled his ass. That a boy, Chris. Put this kid over. Let's go.
I mean, I'm not gonna go that far, but continue.
I know the Jericho love around these parts for sure. I understand it. And why I love it though, specifically with the Don Callis family, I don't need the Don Callis family to be a faction, so to speak, where they're running around together as a faction. I need the Don Callis family to be like the Heenan family was back in the day, where Bobby Heenan would manage somebody and he would walk to Kesha. Well, Bobby Heenan wouldn't walk to Kesha, but Don Callis walks to Kesha to the ring. Don Callis walks Sammy to the ring. Don Callis walks Hobbs to the ring. But these guys don't necessarily need to be out there together as a stable. And I think these individual stars Don Callis could help build up. I'm fucking swallowing Hobbs. I mean, obviously I'm swallowing big meaty fucking Hobbs all day. But I'm swallowing Hobbs in this match for sure.
Katie?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to upset you. You've been frustrated enough. So you might want to just pull your headphones out and then I'll wave at you when I'm done because I don't think you're going to want to hear anything of what I had to say. All right, listen. One thing. It is October. It is spooky season. If the ghost of Tegan Knox's knees can show up for a match against Becky Lynch, the ghost of Bobby Heenan can show up to walk Takeshita down to the ring. I'm just saying. It's that time of year. I have gone on record as saying that as soon as they said fuck Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, I was Team Callis. Then they grabbed Powerhouse Hobbs. Now I'm even more Team Callis. Like, it is what it is. Right now, Don Callis stands for everything I believe in AEW. Fuck Kenny Omega. Fuck Chris Jericho. I'm all about it. And pro Powerhouse Hobbs. Even Takeshita, like I said, he earned my respect. I call him Takeshita now. We got rid of the Take a Shitta because MJF stole that from me, but also he's on the AEW roster, so he gets that. I'm with it. So if he's smashing Jericho, don't get me wrong. Yes, I understand that in reality, that means Chris Jericho laid down for Powerhouse Hobbs and put him over, and props to Chris Jericho for doing that, I guess. But I just like watching Chris Jericho get smashed on my screen. It is enjoyable for me because he is not in AEW for me. I am not pro Jericho as a heel or a babyface. I am pissed off at the fact that the JAS still pretty much exists, just minus Jericho and Guevara. I don't know why the fuck we decided to save big money at Menards. His dumbass friend, Jake Hager, had to tag along and ruin Anna Jay and every cool thing she was doing. Neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking about. But listen, I'm pro Callis, pro beating up Jericho, pro beating up Omega, pro good things for Powerhouse Hobbs, and pro the ghost of Bobby Heenan walking Takeshita down to the ring.
Let's fucking go. Yes.
Whatever.
Katie, spit or swallow.
I love Bobby Heenan. God.
I got 3 things left, so. And I was really waiting for Tim to say that because I asked him about that earlier, and then he's like, yeah, I got it. And then he didn't go back to it. I'm like, did he forget? So I'm glad.
No.
It was like 45 minutes ago. He's like, no, I got it.
It's coming. Yo, I got nothing on paper. It's all in here, baby.
It's all in the old noodle. I'm gonna swallow how did I forget about the women's brawling again on Monday Night Raw. Listen, Shayna and Rhea again. I loved that shit when it was in NXT and Rhea dethroned Shayna and we all rejoiced and were happy. And now I get it again when they're both just even better and more dominant than they were. That would have been like 3 years ago? What?
I wouldn't say they're both more dominant than they were because Shayna is
I meant like in-ring wise.
Again, Shayna's working her way back. That Shayna Baszler was unfucking touchable in NXT. This Shayna Baszler has not been, but they're working her back up. So I can't put her on the more dominant in the ring because she has not been. But I am all for this. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We can disagree about that.
Okay.
Listen, she took Ronda Rousey out of the fucking business, so that's dominant in my book.
Fair enough. I'll give you that.
Yeah, give me that one, please. And then, like, I mean, obviously, like, Nia and Raquel, like, the four of these women just beating the absolute shit out of each other. Fun for me. I love it. Can't deny it. And we get, like, Rhea and Shayna one-on-one next week. It's probably going to lead to a fatal four-way, if I were to guess. I don't know if they'll do it at Crown Jewel. Maybe. I think that might be a little too soon. I say fuck it, let's let the four of them brawl in Survivor Series just for funsies. Because if you're not going to put Rhea in a War Games match, then I don't care.
Oh,
I've been saying I want a mixed gender War Games match, and they have not given it to me yet.
do you think they're gonna do a women's War Games match? I haven't thought about it because they haven't built a fucking angle towards it. Do you think this? Maybe the four of them, they're all heels in retrospect. Do you think the four of them end up beating the fuck out of each other, respect each other, and it's Survivor Series? 5 over here from Raw and 5 from SmackDown end up in War Games or something? I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. But.
And the only way I could see that happening is if you have Damage Control, which is 3, and Dakota might not be fully cleared by then because, like, she's still not cleared. That's why she's not really getting involved in anything. So you would need 2 more with Damage Control, which I don't really see that happening. So I don't necessarily think we're gonna get a War Games match with the women, which fucking sucks because we should.
Charlotte, Asuka, Bianca, Bailey, Io. Sorry, my bad, brother.
You good? People are gonna hate this, but this is what I want. Brand splits don't matter. We have 2 factions. We have the Bloodline. We have Judgment Day. We saw the start of and then breakdown of an alliance between the two. Roman needs something to do that doesn't involve his championship. Damian Priest isn't ready to cash in that Money in the Bank yet. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Why don't we start butting heads between the Judgment Day and the Bloodline? And then, much like her father, let Ava Raine debut as the female member of the Bloodline in War Games to face Rhea Ripley and have her first match there. Or we could do a Survivor Series style match because that's what The Rock showed up in, was a Survivor Series match at Survivor Series. That was his debut match, the Blue Chipper, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Rocky Johnson. Do that.
I mean, like I said, like that's what I want. Is I want Rhea in the War Games match with the dudes. But you need Ava. Because sure shit ain't going to be Nia. You're not doing anything with Tamina, who's just been there. Like, it has to be Ava.
I mean, it could also be Nia.
Possibly. It could make sense storyline-wise. But, I don't know.
Nia would make sense.
Maybe Damian Priest starts kind of teasing, maybe cashing in on Roman. And Roman's like, what the It gets kind of, oh, I froze. There we go. Damian Priest starts teasing, cashing in on Roman, and Roman starts getting a little iffy and pissy about that. And, Finn Balor, offered Jimmy a spot and he didn't take it, or Dom did. And then Dom's like, well, fuck you. You ran back there like a little bitch, blah, blah, blah. And Solo just doesn't like anybody, so that'll work.
Yeah.
Solo hates people, and I understand that.
I resonate with Solo on so many levels.
Spitting the fact that on Monday Night Raw, we are still doing the Viking Raiders versus the New Day, and that Ivar got the win. I know our boy Justin from the Justin Time podcast put over the Viking rules matches, and he enjoys them, and he loves them, and he's probably a little bit of a Viking himself. He looks like it. But I am so sick of this. It's doing nothing for either team. I'd love to see the New Day doing better, cooler, more fun shit, and I don't know what the fuck to do with the Viking Raiders at this point. But I'm done. I've been done for a while. I don't need it ever again anymore. Please just move the fuck on.
Honestly.
You need tag divisions. You need brand split separation, 2 tag titles, one on Raw, one on SmackDown, and you need to let these tag teams work tag matches. That's what you need.
You need new tag titles. That's what the fuck you need. I don't even like. You don't have to split them. You don't. You can split them or don't, but fucking at least give the guys new belts so they're not carrying around 2 belts. Everyone else got new belts. Everyone else.
Yeah.
Give us new
Pretty
belts.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Tim, what you got?
Let's see what else we got this week. I think I'm wrapped. I think I'm good.
I only got one left. Katie,
yeah, I think that's all wrapped for me.
Man, if you don't get your,
I do agree. I'm not gonna lie though. This New Day versus Viking Raiders shit has showed that Ivar is a fucking star, dude. This man can work. So you got to give credit where credit's due. The match a couple of weeks ago, dude. If that match happened in Japan, Dave Meltzer would have given it fucking 5 stars. Let's be honest.
Dave Meltzer's star ratings don't matter in any capacity because Dave's a dumbass.
we give out eggplant emojis around here, not stars.
It was incredible.
And Valhalla's musty feet negate all of the eggplant emojis that match would have got. So
you don't think they smell bad?
Oh, she probably smells terrible.
Yeah.
No, we're not. No, we are not. I don't know what kind of crack you're smoking, but no.
The matches have been really good though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As someone who thinks that Raw is pretty intolerable to get through for 3 hours, because a lot of times it is. The last 3 times they've wrestled, I found them all enjoyable.
It's crazy that we're sitting here, talking negatively about something from and Raw as a whole, when supposedly we're just supposed to be out here sucking Vince McMahon's dick. Crazy that happens and exists, and we can criticize both products when it's bad. And Viking Raiders New Day is bad.
I'm sitting here
feet smell like Godzilla's ass.
Justin.
Katie, what do you got?
My final thing is I'm swallowing DIY Imperium shenanigans ensuing. We got DIY back, and we got a glorious bomb on Twitter, which we haven't seen in a while. Shout out to Bobby Roode. And they were just given a nice little sit down interview with Wade Barrett. Imperium comes and just wrecks them, fucks up their shit. Wade Barrett got the fuck out of there. He said, "I don't do this shit anymore. Y'all don't pay me enough," and just left. I love it because it gives Imperium something to do while Gunther's hopefully gonna. He fights Bronson next week, so Gunther's got stuff to do. Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig need something to do.
Well, Ludwig's stealing Giovanni's whole gimmick as is, so.
Which is absolutely insane.
Kaiser rolls just like, hey, you remember that stuff that Giovanni did down in NXT? Yeah, I do that now.
I was so surprised they did that. I was like, damn, y'all did Giovanni so dirty.
A proper tag division would make them have a fucking significant role.
As you know, here at Smackin It Raw, we are pro DIY, baby. Love us some Gargano and Ciampa. So I agree, Katie. I agree. We also had a little bit of Candice going up to talk to Adam Pearce and try and figure out hey, is everything okay? Can you give me an update on? Yeah. And Indy was there for some reason because she's still
That's their daughter.
Not really anymore. We kind of lost that. Where the fuck is Dexter Lumis?
What the fuck?
On some TV show.
Where Masked Singer?
No, he's on a TV show and he's talking, Matt.
What TV show?
I think it's called Tacoma Heights or some shit. I'll look it up.
Tacoma FD?
Continue. Yes.
The people that did Beer Fest and fucking Club Dread and all that, their show?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll double check.
I did not know that, but now I want to go watch.
I keep seeing clips on Twitter, and I'm like, I'm not going to watch the show, but I'm kind of intrigued. Yeah, Tacoma FD.
Yeah. No, the blonde in that's really hot, and I really like everyone in that, the actors. And by the blonde in that, I mean Dexter Loomis. I'm with you. Pro all that. I don't know why Indy was there. Also, somebody showed up and like interviewed them being concerned about, the health of Johnny Gargano and told them to get the fuck out of here. Why are you even here? That was the whole thing. Disrespected them.
Yeah.
Rounding out and finishing off Monday Night Raw, I am swallowing the main event, which was for the tag team titles, KO and Sammy versus Jay and Cody. KO and Sammy came out, gave Cody and Jay props, said they want a tag team title shot. KO basically said he'd ask for it tonight, but he knows that Jay doesn't want to lose those tag team titles to them for a second time. Cody's like, we can do it tonight. Fuck it. Like, let's go. And Cody and Jay won, and they retained.
Yep.
Great tag team match. It was the last match of KO Sammy as a tag team. It ended. KO moved to SmackDown.
But KO showed Jay respect at the end.
Yes.
He did.
And they're going to team one more time inside of War Games at Survivor Series. I'm very confident. Man, Raw so long ago, I could have had a couple more swallows for sure. Katie, you hit it on the head. I'm glad you hit it. Fucking Gunther and Big Bronson Reed. Oh, big meaty men slapping meat. Oh, God, am I excited for that match on Raw this coming week. And that main event on Raw this past week, dude, that was fucking incredible. The match was great. Katie, you said the props after the match, they'll all team together one time. Jay, Cody, Kevin, Sammy, they'll be together once more. War Games, and then they will go their separate ways.
It's the Avengers.
41.
It's the Avengers. They need Cena.
Katie, what was your favorite show you watched this week?
What was my favorite show this week? I think I'm gonna go NXT.
Tim?
SmackDown. Very enjoyable show.
Paul Heyman, John Cena, The Undertaker, Shotzi Blackheart, Asuka, more women's wrestling than one match. Gotta go NXT. Tim, please tell everyone where they can find you, the Tim King Show, if it still exists, or if you just do cameos on everyone else's show. I don't know what you're doing anymore because you don't call me for, hey Matt, we're hanging out tonight. You want to come join us? Like, I don't get hit up anymore, so I don't even know what's going on with you anymore. What's going on? Tell me.
Wow, that's wild.
Damn. I feel really bad right now. That just like kind of put me down. That was like all up and positive. Now I'm just kind of like, oh man, deflated. No, I love you, bro. You're fucking incredible, dude. You're the best. Katie, this has been awesome hanging out with you again. And of course, my brother, thank you for inviting me back on the show. You can find me. The Tim King Show exists on the FanEnt.com in the Fanatics Network, man. Go check it out on YouTube. We're on all audio aspects as well. Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart. The website again, thefanent.com. Sports, wrestling, entertainment, the works. We're live 7 days a week doing all sorts of great stuff. You like fantasy football, you like NFL, you like wrestling. We talk all wrestling. Just really enjoyable content from a bunch of awesome, really good content creators. Go check it out.
Katie, plug yourself for everybody.
Okay. You can follow me on Twitter at KatieRaslin13, Linktree and Bobsy all things Elite Showcase, Twitch.tv/Elite Showcase, and YouTube.com/Elite Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Patreon.com/Elite Showcase, where you can see Matt and I talk about childhood traumas, basically, with ghosts and scary things. That will drop on Monday. I have to edit it still. I'll do that tomorrow. But that'll be out, and you can check out the previous one with Vince, DC, Reek, and I talking about Law & Order SVU. New podcast every month, not wrestling related, because I'm really sick of wrestling right now. So that definitely helps. And I'm always here. So.
All right, Katie. About an hour and 54 minutes into this, write that down because you're going to want to cut this, clip this, and post this on your Twitter later. Allow
Okay.
me to say something real quick about Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe. Yes, we did sit down for Patreon, and we did talk about how my mother tortured me for fun as a child with all sorts of horror movies. We talked about Ghost Adventures. We talked about all sorts of fun shit. It was a great time. It is worth your money to go check out her Patreon. Same with the SVU. I talk about it all the time. I tell you guys, go subscribe to her Twitch. Go subscribe to her YouTube so she can do all this. I wouldn't have Katie on every fucking week if she wasn't one of the best out there. I don't fuck with people that suck. I don't. The people that come on the show are the people that I think are the best in the game. If you get an invite from me, it's because I think you're fucking awesome. Tim King himself tried to snipe Katie over to his podcasting network because he saw how awesome she was. So if
She's
we're
fucking
telling you,
fantastic.
if we're telling you her shit is great, then you should believe that her shit is great and go give her those subs. And I'm not talking about in her DMs. I'm talking about on Twitch and YouTube. Go follow her on Twitter. She has earned it and she deserves it. And it looks like she's crying right now. So I'm going to shut the fuck up and tell you to go follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, MATTRIDDER, or at Getting Off. By the way, we just did an episode of Getting Off with my co-host, Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, where we fantasy booked the Halloween franchise now that the rights have gone to Miramax. And Katie and I will talk a little bit more about that tomorrow on the Creation Conversation right here on twitch.tv, or sorry, Monday on twitch.tv. I mean, technically it's Sunday, so it is tomorrow. I'm not wrong.
Technically, yes.
Twitch.tv/Creation World, YouTube.com/Creation World. You guys can also follow me on socials, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Smackin It Raw. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe and the Tim King, I am the patron saint of podcast and word Mad Ritter, and this has been your number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub. We were supposed to cry on air. That wasn't.
I didn't expect you to fucking do that.
You deserve it. You do. I tell you that all the time. I wouldn't have you on here if I didn't think you were one of the best, and you are. We tell you that all the time. So now you can clip that and you can play it. And now you've got me saying it, even though everyone hates me now because I shit on Tony Khan.
I'm so glad we're not live anymore, dude.
No, we are. We're still live.
About people to talk about.
We are still live.
First of all, I got this fucking guy. I got a fucking guy.
Oh, Jesus. Tim's like, yeah, so you guys anyways.
I know. I was just fucking kidding.
Oh, so
Kitty is fucking fantastic, though. I will just say she is great on all sorts of levels. Great at everything she does, and she's a fantastic writer as well. So check out her fucking Substack too, because she fucking killing fucking on paper as well.
I have got to assume that if you hit me up on my Not Gonna Lies and you were asking me questions, that you're probably sticking around for a Smackin' It Raw post show. Whether you are the person that I don't know secretly has a crush on me, or you were the person that asked me about my exes. I wasn't sure. Like, I almost quoted What These Bitches Want from DMX and Cisco because I wasn't sure how to answer that. However, after you asked that question, I sat down with my wife and I had a discussion with her. And here's what we figured out. Because as I said in the comments, I don't know what you consider exes, because not every girl that I talked to and slept with did I actually call my girlfriend and was an actual like relationship. So not everybody that I've slept with is an ex-girlfriend, and not every girlfriend that I've had throughout my life is someone that I've slept with. So I wasn't sure how to quantify, but I do know per the count that we had when we sat down and we talked about it, which I think at some point she got really annoyed at rehashing some of these stories that she had blocked out after 10 years. I have slept with 25 women, her being the 25th and final. And I have, from what I can remember, dated 13 to 14 women, because I'm pretty sure there's someone in there that I'm completely forgetting. And I know there was one more, I just can't remember. But when we counted down 13 actual women that I've called my girlfriend throughout my life, not just somebody that I talked to for a little while, hooked up with a couple times, and it never really went anywhere. 25 women that I've slept with, including the one that I paid for when I got that prostitute. So there is your answer. I'm not giving you their names. I'm sure they don't want their names posted across social media. That's not going to happen, but there are the numbers. That's the best I can do for you. If you're watching this,
You could remember the names?
Some of them. Like after we sat down, there was
remember.
actually one, and it was driving me nuts because I could picture her and the car she drove, but I could not think of her fucking name, and it was driving me
just
crazy.
the girlfriends? You remember every girl you've slept with?
I used to, not anymore, but most of them I remember.
Wow.
Most of them.
I spent a lot of my life drunk.
There are girls that I've slept with that I don't remember. However, I do remember the name the hooker gave me when I got her on Backpage. So there's that.
Well, that's fair because I gotta imagine that's like a once in a lifetime kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like I can't
She went by
see
Brittany.
you out there like hollering at hookers and shit.
She went by Brittany, and her pimp called her when she got to my house, and she said everything's cool, and that was weird because then I was a little scared for my life because he knew where I lived, and I didn't get robbed though. It went well.
That's good.
Oh, we all got stories. I got stories. No one. I mean, maybe they want to hear. I don't know. I got fucking.
Did any one of them smell?
Why is he like this?
He's the best. He's the best. Just
like, are we talking smell like Godzilla's ass? Or are we talking smell like fish and chips, like or cabbage? Like none of them were
It's
British.
really gone full
so.
circle. That's crazy.
well.
I try and please the people. Like they ask the questions, I try and give them the best answers possible.
I know.
Man, that's a good time.
But who are your exes was a very broad question. Like, did you want to know like who my ex? Like, we used to have like when we started, it was me and my buddy Eric and Travis. So Eric is an ex co-host.
Yeah.
And then Travis is kind of technically an ex co-host because he doesn't show up anymore.
Mhm.
Vince is a current co-host. Katie is a current co-host, even though Vince isn't here, but he'll be back.
Even though he's not
Also,
here
shout out to our boy Vince who got engaged.
Yep.
Should have
Congrats.
done that on the show.
Congrats, Vince.
Really
Congrats.
should have done that live.
I didn't like. I assumed he was going to talk about it when he came back.
Maybe, but
That's why I didn't say anything.
I would have liked to have congratulated him live when he was here, but we did it through DM and text and all of that, and
Yeah.
everything went well, and I'm very happy for him and looking forward to a bright future with his Melissa.
Melissa.
Congratulations. Oh.
Just
Ty.
Bigfoot Elvis. Oh, what?
I opened my phone to Ty. God.
Pregnant?
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Her
You
and
look
Alexa.
like you're into pregnant women.
No, her and Alexa together. No. Just
I don't know. There's something. There's something
I've had
about you that gives off
27
a
kids
pregnant
doesn't mean
woman.
I'm into pregnant.
I'm just saying, there's something about you that gives off a pregnant kink.
Just because he has a small football team doesn't mean.
Doesn't mean I'm into pregnant. No, that's
It just means you like keeping your wife pregnant because you have a pregnant kink. It is what it is. It's cool.
I
dude.
just
We're
opened
not
my phone
kink
to that
shaming.
beautiful
Jesus.
face. I haven't seen that beautiful face in way too long, so seeing it was nice.
And
As
she
I
was
said,
here-
her face. It's always her face. Beautiful smile. She's gorgeous. I love Ty.
Am I? I'm scrolling way up. Am I correct in believing that you know this person?
Yeah, my wife. Hell yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
Shout out to her.
Yeah,
Stopping
She
by
was the
and saying
first person
hello
to
early
comment.
on.
Yeah,
She
yep,
really was.
yep. I sent her the link. I said, "Yo, I'm going live on Pornhub right now, but here's the YouTube link because I don't know where to get a Pornhub link." So
It's
I
not live on Pornhub.
I'd assume Pornhub,
It's
you know,
not.
but like I don't think you get the link
Okay,
on. Pornhub.
First off, if you go to @getting off, I just posted links to our Pornhub page, 2 of them, so you can go there and do that. But we are not live on Pornhub. We are delayed on Pornhub, live on YouTube and Twitch.
And she knows, and Melissa knows my infatuation with Ty, as Ty is my number 1 in the wrestling industry by far and away. It's not even close. She is the most gorgeous woman in the wrestling world, and there really isn't a close number 2. It is Ty.
Justin, when you say pregnant is like an ocean, full of sharks and kind of salty, like I'm not sure.
It's Justin. I have no idea.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I need him to elaborate because I'm afraid of the ocean.
The ocean is scary. I don't like boats myself because, like, you just go in the water. If you pass out, hit your head, you can just there's a lot of things that could happen in there. You get people on TikTok jumping off boats nowadays. Like, I don't know, like crazy shit.
I have a irrational fear of sharks, and I know sharks attack in shallow water, so I just say stay the fuck out of the ocean. You know where sharks not going to get me in a pool. You know what I can do in the ocean? What I can do in a pool? Fucking swim.
Yeah.
I don't surf. I'm too fucking fat to surf, so I don't need the ocean.
Jesus.
Now the ocean's pretty dirty too. The Florida ocean's always fucking got this red shit. The other ocean's got sharks. Yeah.
Well, Florida's also just
Florida.
It's pretty disgusting. Yeah. Sorry, Floridians.
It's like one hurricane away from being wiped off the fucking map. So
honestly, yeah.
They all voted for Ron DeSantis. So
for fuck's sake.
I don't think we're getting an answer, Matt.
That guy's the devil.
Jesus.
Did you break that? It sounded like
no, I dropped my bottle caps into my bottle. I bend them in half and then drop them. I muted it throughout the show, but now that we're still live, but we're not like
this is Smacking It After Dark.
Yeah. So I figured just dropping my bottle cap in without muting was okay. Right.
So what do we write down for titles, Katie?
I really need to get better handwriting, son of a bitch. 2 hands. Gabagool, and the one that I really don't want to win was choke that big load down. And the fact that I had to say that.
You do realize that's the only reason why I asked you to repeat those. I did forget about Gabagool though.
Gabagool was the last one you made me write. But okay, well, what do you have as the thumbnail? It's Dana, right?
Yeah, from her fan time promotion. Looking fantastic.
She looks great. I mean, are we surprised? I mean, Matt, I don't know what you wanted to make the title.
Well, I'm going to see how choking that big load down fits.
You're the worst.
I figured that was the route he would go. 2 hands.
I know. He just hates me. Makes me say these things.
Listen, you are the only reason I do not have a thing at the bottom for the end of the show that just says butt plugs when everyone's plugging themselves.
Well, you're all welcome. Well, I mean, I would hope not, because like, what happens if you have another female on here? Can't have that on there.
Why not?
Because some people aren't as comfortable with all your bullshit like I am.
Listen, if they come on this show, I feel like they are comfortable. I mean, they're literally coming on live on Pornhub saying they are spitting and swallowing. I don't feel like butt plugs is a bridge too far at that point.
It might be. You don't know.
Listen, Katie, I know you don't like it, but I mean,
she's okay.
It fits pretty well.
Fine.
That's the thing. You get fired from WWE and just create an account. I mean, I dig it. I love it. So mad respect for doing it. Lacey, or what's it? Macy.
Macy.
Let's see.
And then what's Dana's name?
Ashley Sabara.
Ashley. Yeah, all right.
Ow. Can't believe that's the title.
I mean, I'm also, I feel like it doesn't look as good, but we could do.
No, the other one fills up more space.
I know. Gabagool is just not going to fill up that space. Though the fact that I put 2 hands right by her butt
makes sense.
Why don't you do both? 2 hands by the ass and then put the other title up top or around.
So then the title would be Two Hands Choking That Big Load Down.
Where are you getting choking? You just told me to write choke.
Well, I wrote choking.
You told me to write choke.
I understand what I told you, but I also understand what I typed and saved and then edited, so it's there.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I'm doing my
I guess I
due
could edit it
diligence.
again. Choke that. What was the exact wording?
Choke that big load down. I've now said
Load,
it more
not
times.
loaf.
Load.
Dude, again, my fingers are as fat as I am, and sometimes they don't want to work.
Stop. It's just a small keyboard. It's okay.
Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be it.
Nice.
Yep.
You can when you quote tweet this, you can say I did not approve of this title.
Not approved by me. I mean, I don't care. It's your show. I'm just here.
This one add original size. Done. Double tap. Edit text. Choke that big load down. Wonder if we've said that more than I talked about how I had sex with my wife on our anniversary.
Oh my god, you would not stop. We've definitely passed the number of how many times you said it.
I don't know.
You only referenced it 6 times. Tim's dying over there.
Fucking, you guys are ridiculous. I just opened my phone to Twitter, and the first thing I saw, you guys know, those little, I don't know, accounts that play wild videos. There's a little street brawl, and these guys were brawling. It was 4-on-4. The one guy turned the other guy around, cracked him in the face. He pulled his pants down. He started sticking him, and they stuck his finger up his ass.
I've seen that.
I think I've seen that too.
What the? I can't stop. I just can't stop laughing. I've been 2 minutes of it. And
I mean, he asserted his dominance. He won the fight.
I've never thought about in a fight. Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody did except that guy. If anybody else did, we got problems.
Oh man.
And to be fair, he's the one that said you got to choke that big load down. So this is all Tim's fault.
Damn it, Tim.
Well, if you invite me on, what do you expect? I mean, I try to keep my dirty innuendos low, but
Justin, I am not free tomorrow at 1 p.m. Unfortunately. There's a vintage event in Hoffman Estates if y'all free. So I've got to do Return to Wrestling, which will get done about noon. And then it's Zoe's lunch and nap time. And then after she gets up from her nap, we're doing a Halloween photo shoot with our friends where she's dressed. We're doing the Addams Family. So our friend just had a baby. So her kids, her 2 sons are going to be Pugsley and then the baby from Addams Family 2 with a little mustache. Our other friend's son is going to be Fester, and Zoe's going to be Wednesday. So we're going to get together and shoot that.
Nice.
It's awesome.
I love
tomorrow
when you guys do that.
Yeah, we've done with our friend's son because, like I said, she just had another one. We've done Chucky and Tiffany. Last year, I believe, was E.T., where Zoe was Elliot and he was E.T. Or no, Zoe was the sister and he was Elliot. That's what it was. And then we had the E.T. Yeah. Yeah, this is her 3rd year, 3rd Halloween. This is the 3rd one.
Yeah.
So
it's such a good idea.
Joss, I'll hit you up for sure. I think I'm going by my mom's tomorrow for lunch, but my wife might be going to her parents with the kids. But that also might mean that I'm free to do something. So I'll hit you up and I'm gonna slide into your DMs. We'll see what's going on.
There you go.
Yeah, just you got to give me more than 12 hours notice if you want me to be able to just come out. Also, so last weekend we were supposed to go see Saw. Kate wasn't feeling well. Zoe wasn't feeling well. I was feeling fine. So I ended up going to see Exorcist Believer instead. This weekend we were supposed to go see Saw. Kate was having a bad day. So I said, listen, I love you, but I want to see this movie. We have already got a babysitter. I'll drop Zoe off at my sister's house. You have a few hours to yourself, just to whatever. Like the day was not going well. She was not happy. She wasn't feeling it. I don't think she really wanted to leave the house. I'm like, you don't have to. I'm not going to be mad because all I want to do is go see this movie. Whether you come or not, like as long as I get to see it, I'm cool. So as long as you're cool with me going to see it without you, like take the day to yourself, chill, relax, whatever. And she did. She stayed home. She took a shower, played The Sims, mental health, couple hours, took a break, and I got to go see Saw. But I cannot just drop on her, hey, about 1 p.m., I'm going to go hang out with my friends, and Zoe's your problem on a weekend. Have fun. Bye. First thing Sunday morning when we wake up, because then I'm not going to have a good day. So
no,
I need heads up. I need notice. I need to be able to plan this and give her time. So, when you go to the movies by yourself, do you still put a hole in the bottom of the popcorn? Yes, I do. Because again, we are all about DIY. So if she's not doing it, I take care of myself. Butter that popcorn.
Ew.
Whether I'm by myself or not.
Stop. I can't.
What's up, OG butt stuff? Well, thank you. I love you too.
Do we know who this is?
I have no idea who OG butt stuff is, but hey, I'm happy they're here.
I don't either.
But yeah, no. So I had the whole row to myself. It was actually really weird because, like, I'm sitting there for Saw 10, right? And there was OG butt stuff doesn't know who he is or she is. They are. They don't know who they are. They don't know who they are.
There you go. Yeah.
But there was like 8 people in the theater besides me. I was the only one in my row. There were 2 in the row, or there were 2 sets of couples in the row behind me, and 2 sets of couples in the row ahead of me. The couples in the row ahead of me, all 4 of them looked like they had grandchildren. So then I thought maybe I'm in the wrong movie because I didn't feel like, by looking at them, this didn't feel like a movie that they were coming to see on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Well,
but they did, and they were cool. And I was like waiting to see if like they got up and left during some like the more gross gore. They sat through the whole thing and they seemed to enjoy it. So I was like, I can't say shit because that's probably going to be me when I'm in my 50s. So like, who am I to judge?
Gonna be you.
But I tried to get Zoe to watch Friday the 13th with me on Friday the 13th. She was not having it.
Damn.
So Kate and I had this discussion. Kate's like, I don't know if I want you doing that. And I was like, listen, I can just do what my mom did for me. If there's anything that's too gory or if there's any like sex or anything, I can cover Zoe's eyes so she doesn't see it. And we're not exposing her to that. I was like, and I'll pick the most tame of the Friday the 13th series. We'll do part 6 because that's the one that has children in it. So that's the one that doesn't have any nudity in it. It's still kind of graphic violence, but so I put that on because like I have in my profile picture, like on my phone for one of my backgrounds and everything. Like I've got her in one of the Jason masks that is not up there anymore because I think did that one break?
Is it the one you took off the wall?
No, it's the blue one that was the. I think 2 of them broke, unfortunately. And I think that one was one of them. 2 of them fell when I put them up there. One was my part 5 mask, which I was really sad about because I'll talk about that in a second. The other one was the NES, the blue glow in the dark. And I have her wearing that before I had hung that stuff up on the wall. And she knows who Jason is. Like she's like I said, she's wearing the hockey mask. So I was like, maybe she'll be into this. I'm like, those hockey masks that Daddy has downstairs that you wear? Well, this is the movie that they're from. And like I tried. We got like maybe 20 minutes into it. She's like, I want to watch Gabby Dollhouse. but it's
Not
Friday the
Gabby's
13th and
Dollhouse.
Daddy's trying to do a marathon. So then I put Gabby Dollhouse on and I was trying to watch it on my phone. She's like, I want to watch Gabby Dollhouse on your phone. I'm like, you're not. No. You're watching it on the TV. Get the fuck out of here. You're not taking up both the phone
And TV.
Them kids about to kill squirrels with the garden claw. I mean, listen, I don't want squirrels in my yard anyway, so like do the work.
Jesus.
But the reason that I have this down and the reason that I popped this up is, as you know, Zoe and I are going as Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope on Halloween. But like I said, next weekend we have that Halloween party. And I was talking to Kate, and because Kate's going to go as Shank. And she's like, I don't want to go to a Halloween party as Wreck-It Ralph and Shank because I don't know if anyone really knows who Shank is. And I don't want to have to explain my costume to everyone and be like, I'm this character, like an obscure character from the second movie, blah, 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 even though it was Gal Gadot's character. So she had figured something else out. And as I was doing the Friday 13th marathon, I realized I've gone as Freddy. I've gone as Michael Myers. I've gone as Leatherface. I've never gone as Jason. And this is the only Jason mask I have that isn't signed because I don't want to walk around with Kane Hodder's autograph across my forehead all night.
I mean, I would.
So I looked to see what I had. I've got gray pants. I've got a white t-shirt. All I need is a green button down and that mask, and I can do Jason from part 3. No problem. And you saw how good the mask looks on me. Like it's made perfectly for my giant ass head because it's a huge ass fucking mask. So I'm going to do Jason for Halloween for the party.
Nice. Yeah.
That's
why I didn't click on it.
I told Kate, should the green shirt that I ordered not fit and the costume doesn't work, I also, as a backup, will go as Come On Eileen. Okay. You are going as classified documents, so Trump will grab you by the box. You could also probably go as his daughter and get the same reaction.
Anyways.
But yeah, no. So just like a Eileen name tag and then like some super glue and go as Come On Eileen.
It's pretty funny.
Terrible.
So
I can't deal with you.
that's my backup in case the other one doesn't work out. We'll see. But yeah, no, I've never gone as Jason, so I'm looking forward to that. The only bummer is like I feel like I have to go to Spirit and get like one of those cheap plastic machetes because like the one that I have. Oh, I guess I can take one of these off.
Well, I guess I can take one of these off.
Ooh, does this...
Please don't break anything.
Hold on a second.
I was fucked up. I was Jason for Halloween last year. I had the whole Crystal Lake thing. I had this pretty nasty machete. It took me this long. I was sitting here thinking, like, I haven't been at a Halloween costume in so long. And I'm like, last year, dummy.
It's magnets. It was held down with my fucking magnets.
Oh, that looks sexy. God, I love a machete. I got a good 14 here, but they're in a upper corridor that people can't get to.
Oh,
I hope not.
Which ultimately makes them insignificant if I would need them. So why do I even have them,
Well,
right?
As long as your small football team can't get them, that's all that matters.
Oh, of course not.
That's all that matters.
Katie also means that if I needed them, I can't get to them, which ultimately renders them insignificant.
No, it scares people.
So
If
first
I
off, looks like I was. You look. Why do I feel like OG butt stuff is Taekwon?
Maybe.
Taekwon, you got a burner. Anyway, so happy that I can just grab one of those machetes and I don't have to buy one because now my costume's really coming together. But the only other machete that I have is this fucking monstrosity.
That's
and
nice.
it's also signed by Kane Hodder. And again, don't want to carry that
See
around.
you in hell.
But like, I mean,
At least he's
seriously, could you imagine me like?
You would
Carrying it
actually stab somebody with that. On
Oh, that is so sexy,
Fucking huge, right?
dude. That's
Didn't
a
get turned on.
that's a fucking what have we been calling it all night? Two-hander.
What, 2 hands? My God.
I'm sitting here with my little fucking work knife in my hand.
I don't.
And I work at
a
a desk, which is this. So I guess I don't really need a work knife anymore. But you know, it helps me crack my beers and whatnot.
Hey, I have a pair of scissors. That's about all I got.
It's efficient. That machete was sexy. God, that kind of got me.
I'm so glad that other one's on there with magnets, and I can take that off now because now I don't have to go buy one.
Now you know if you ever need to use it. It's
that big one's definitely for when the zombies come. I know I have 3 machetes accessible.
That's
Need be.
Shing, shing.
Machetes
And then,
are
I also have these. So I've got 3 sets of Freddy gloves.
Oh.
So, I can have a machete in
Are
one
those
hand and a Freddy glove in the other.
claws? Are those real? Like, could you go through my neck? Yeah.
Through
Yes,
my
you could.
neck.
Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? Or no?
So this
Or is
one
it
is
a
actually
sick question?
this one's actually probably the most realistic to use against zombies because it's a lot thicker. These also metal, but a little more flimsy. I feel like I'd poke a zombie, maybe a couple, and then they start bending.
So you get one use out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, one use is one use. I like your repertoire.
So does Tony Khan. You guys can, work together to take out zombies.
Cocaine razor with the butt stuff. That's dangerous, man. That's real dangerous.
You never answered my question. Is this Taekwon? Or
Yeah,
do
I
I just
don't
have
know.
another really cool person following me? Checking us out.
I don't know, Matt. I don't know.
Well, I know you can't answer the question. I need OG butt stuff to answer the question.
They apparently don't know.
You and Taekwon would get along very well. If you come back on Monday at lunchtime, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, he will be in our chat. He is always in our chat, and he is a fun time. Oh,
Hey,
thank you
look
for
at
the
that.
follow.
They just followed.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad you missed us spitting and swallowing and talking about taking it with 2 hands and all sorts of fun shit, but I'm glad you made it here. We spit and swallow wrestling every week at this time.
Well, like 2 hours ago. Time, but
starting
yeah.
2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago.
There's always butt stuff going down. So
there is always. Again, before you showed up, I was saying that at the end when we plug our shows, I want to call it the butt plug. So OG butt stuff, we're there.
Oh,
Again, y'all are willingly throwing out the word "we." See now,
shit.
what the fuck is going on?
What's going on is if OG butt stuff was a wrestler, they'd call themselves Phantom Foreskin.
I think it would have been cooler if he flipped the F and the PH, like if it was Phantom Foreskin.
With an F and PH with foreskin with PH.
Yeah. So at least it throws some creativity behind the name.
Yeah. No, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Phantom with an F, foreskin with a PH. I'm gonna start spelling foreskin with a PH from now on.
Or just call himself Foreskin with the PH.
But why are you how often are you using the word foreskin?
I mean, how are you not using the word foreskin on a regular basis? I probably use the word foreskin as much as I think about the Roman Empire.
I don't use it very often.
Wait,
Really ever.
Tim. I'll let him finish laughing, and then I have to ask him a serious question because I need to know the answer.
I'm fucking crying. What?
I've made you both cry tonight.
Shut up. Tim, how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Really never.
Hey, I need this is why I need to figure this out.
I don't know. I don't really ever think. I don't know that I've ever thought about the Roman Reigns in the bloodline, or like the actual Roman Empire.
No, the actual Roman Empire, not Roman Reigns'
Never.
empire.
I honestly, in my life, cannot say that I've ever thought about the Roman Empire.
Well, you're not paying attention then, all right? Because first and foremost, have you ever talked about the Creed brothers?
every fucking time I fucking.
Do you know who Julius and Brutus are?
The Steiner brothers.
No, that would be Scott and Rick.
He said it with such conviction too. That was
They are the Steiner brothers, yes. They are the spawn of the Steiners, not Braun. Although Braun and the Creeds should be a faction on the main roster, but I feel like there's a reason you're saying this, so I'll let you continue.
At 2 Brutus, have you ever heard that?
It's too like when you kill.
Do you know who Julius Caesar
is?
Yeah,
like in Rome and like the
the Roman Empire.
Roman Empire.
Yeah,
they're named after 2 of the most famous people from the Roman Empire. Emperor Nero from the Roman Empire burnt down Rome. Like half the characters in Mortal Kombat are dressed like they're Roman soldiers. Like there's so much Rome around to just like
the Creed brothers.
Julius and Brutus, yes.
They're my favorite team ever.
And every time you hear that, you should think about the Roman.
They are just they are the world. They are fucking the future of tag team wrestling. Those 2 kids are fucking.
The alcohol's finally kicking in.
No, up and down. I've said this from the get. I love those 2 kids. Julius, future world champion. Brutus, he's Rick Steiner. All right. But goddamn, those 2, they need to be on the main roster right fucking now. Split the fucking tag team titles and put them, like, just give them the tag belts. Give them the Raw tag titles. Fuck. Sorry, I love those guys. I just love the Creeds. They're so talented. But now I will think about the Roman Empire.
I love Cleopatra.
I love Marilyn Monroe versus Cleopatra in Epic Rap Battles of History.
Epic rap battles, you say? I think about that.
Are you not aware of Epic Rap Battles of History, Tim?
I'm not familiar, no.
Pull them up right fucking now.
I don't watch TV too often, if that's a thing.
It's YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I'm very, like, I stick to wrestling and sports. I'm very, in
No,
Law and Order, and Katie, and Law and Order SVU, I watch in all the Chicagos. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Law and Order SVU, and Law and Order Organized Crime. That's all the shows I watch. That's it.
Well, you gonna learn today, Tim.
I'm down.
Epic rap battles was like me growing up in like middle school and high school.
Here, we'll do a couple that you're with people that you should be familiar with. I also love that as I'm scrolling down, randomly my live stream is in this when I typed in Epic Rap Battles of History for some reason.
Now, should I switch layouts?
Why?
I don't know, because it's gonna come full screen.
No, it won't.
Wait, because you changed it. Dick. Someone was gonna change it to.
We'll do one for Halloween.
Oh, of course. I hate the fucking StreamYard ads.
Need to go system, sound, headphones.
Hey, I'm Katie with StreamYard, and today I'm going to teach you about our new feature, Local Report.
The joke. In my first appearance, the bat was supposed to slay me, but I can't be killed. That's why they cast the Phoenix to blame me. I'm the Harlequin of hate, the clown prince of crime, your sewer troll that Stephen King wrote between his lines. It's like cocaine, you know what I said. I don't know how any kind of joke could ever go over that head. They all float, says the quote, but your films, they all sink. Oh, and as far as Mr. King goes, I'm a shining man. I made the Justice League look like just a bunch of super schlubs. You lost to a herd of nerds who call themselves this club. You be gobbled up in Gotham, so stick to your small town where you're renowned. See if it's brown, flush it down, clown. You wanna rap? Rap, 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 rap. Why so serious? You're supposed to be the man who laughs, but those jokes are like your new movie. Mostly really sad, babe. You're a John Doe with my dead lights. You're about to fall from a new height, cause you're weak and you've lost every fight. You a knight who wears underwear over his ties. Nightmares and I'm ruthless. These battles like poker, the Joker is useless. When he's not in your card, tell me Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars. Jack Nicholson played you just fine, but But lately the classics declined. Jared Leto came out trying to look like he was Tekashi 6ix9ine. So unless you've got a yummy younger brother, I think you'd better run. Cause I've got 99 red balloons, bitch. Like, now you're gonna take one. Go back in your well, you giggling sewer ginger. You lost to a turtle and wasn't even a ninja. When I flow, I go Mark Ham with Ill Zinger. I steal the show like Bob Kane stole from Bill Finger. I spit acid loud. Every joke of mine stings. Your 3 nightlights in a cloud, beat by the kid from Stranger Things. When I compare your antics to the fiendish schemes I revel in, they pale like the moonlight you can dance with the devil in.
He always likes the devil. We have so much fun together, but no one's dying to play with Joker.
Except for maybe Heath Ledger.
You're an embarrassment. I beat you like you beat Harley Quinn. That purple suit
Is something you should only see Steve Harley in. I face on your fear.
the main attraction every 27 years. But you know what? I have a secret. It's like a very special toy. If you want to kill a Batman, eat him when he's a boy.
Don't you lay a finger on my bat, you little freak, or I will spend a whole week knocking out those prickle teeth. Tell your author for his next gangbang scene, how about a little more PG and a lot less 13? Even I wouldn't stoop to that kind of impropriety. This is Earth, you space demon. We live in a society. I've seen your movies, so I know you don't hurry, but I'll shoo you down the drain so fast they'll call you Tim Scurry. Ask Robin if I drop bars, I take smiles and I leave scars. Cards at Arkham will admit that the Joker just killed it.
Arkham? Ha! You stole that from H.P. Lovecraft. Who needs cards when you couldn't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache? Jester, I'm on Tresser, but I'm making my Fortunato. And seal this spatting up like it was the cask of a Montanado. Who's the January Ember Flames? You got beat by the Scooby Gang. A John Wayne sees the underground clown pausing my flows insane. Poster boy, missing person posters, Joker's gonna float with me. Cause he just messed with the best wildlife rappers. It's a notorious B.I.G.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Do we get like a Michael Myers versus Jason, or is there like a Ghostface, or is it just like Pennywise and
There are so many different ones.
Not those yet, but we do have this one that you might enjoy. Hold on, let me let the ad play.
I hate ads.
the YouTube ads? Yeah.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah, I know. My wife like unsubscribed to YouTube, and I was like, "Yo, I don't want to fucking watch commercials. Resubscribe to that shit."
I did not see that guy, by the way. OG Butts. No.
Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your. Welcome to prime time, bitch. Better stay awake like a meth head. Spread red on your bedspread till you're lying there on your deathbed. You got a healing factor? I gotta kill bitches on the ceiling factor. Under that mask, you're a singer/actor. Under my skin, I'm a slasher. Bitch, I come from Wes Craven's twisted mind. You come from comic books the kids get when they're well behaved at Christmas time. Black singles come, they want their hairstyle returned. And that wasn't even my main diss, it was just a sideburn. Nice glove, bub, but I'm real from above the teeth. That claw's like a strap on. There's a pussy underneath. Don't sleep. Beat your ass with a cup of tea. I've been to hell and back and whoop Satan's ass. You got beat by a Nancy on Elm Street. You wanna talk about Burns Mac? The PTA turned your face into Deadpool's ball sack. Wrapped in a Where's Waldo sweater. Jason can't talk and he rocks the mic better. So step into my cat now, see if you can hack that. Better hang on to your whack hat, cause your worst nightmare ain't you jack shit compared to the least of my Weapon X flashbacks. I'm the Adamantium champion X-Man. You'll only ever be half of Edward Scissorhands, so don't get me more pissed chump. I'll take your whole franchise out with a fist bump. Look at the size of your body. How can I possibly think I'm in trouble? I can't tell the difference between your action figure and your stunt double. What's the matter? You look tired, eh? I'll be in your bed tonight. I'm like Team Ray. As for me, I'm a chick magnet, so heavy metal bitches are real attractive. What the fuck's a Wolverine? Some kind of an angry beaver? I was more intimidated by a tiny Canadian the first time I saw Justin Bieber. That verse stung, bub, but I've already recovered. I'll call you tomorrow morning if I need
my toast butter. I ain't got time for this. Saving the world, what qualities do you bring? You're a pedophile from the Midwest. At least R. Kelly could sing. So you got the wrong room if you're looking for fear. Only thing scares me is a freak with no beer. That face tells me you've met your match. So come back if you've got another itch to scratch.
I hate
Wow.
to say it, but I have to give that one to Wolverine. Just
Wolverine. I think Wolverine
yeah.
smoked his ass, honestly.
I haven't seen that one before.
The strap on with the pussy underneath and the R. Kelly line, like
That jaw dropped. That was insane.
What do we got for Halloween? Oh, we can do that one. This is actually, as far as like rapping goes, this is one of my favorites. And the beat.
Broncos.
Jack the Ripper versus Hannibal Lecter!
Oh, I may pass the liquor. It's Jack the Ripper, Jack the Rapper. Following you way before the dawn of Twitter. I'm a human trigger warning through the night until the morning. When the light shines upon my crimes, you find it sick, appalling, and infamous, notorious delinquent. There's little more gory a thing than living in Victorian England. This is horrorcore. Beware if you're a common whore, or at late night you may find me knocking on your door. Not keen to leave until I'm knee deep in blood and gore. Your grieving family on their knees, we've been scrubbing floors. The police need a lead, they know what they're looking for. My raps are like the way I eat my meat, bloody raw.
Yeah, you're a classic megalomania. You haven't mentioned me once in your entire battle rap. Pity your verse wasn't worth the trip in the jacket. Quit jacking off in the track and put the lotion in the bastards. Catch what the illa serial killer can deliver. Rhymes finer than the county I would bear with your liver. Just the thought of your putrid flesh makes me wanna shiver. Cause your British body's covered in more piss than kitty litter. You stabbed women when they wouldn't give you attention, like a Penny Dreadful version of O.J. Simpson. But these days your nickname is all that's even known, and you didn't even come up with that shit on your own.
I'm real. You'll find me making vacancies in brothels, while you only exist inside the pages of a novel. You were kept for ages in the hovel, contained within a cage behind a locked door, while I never got caught. So who's the superior serial killer, Dr. Lecter? I'm still wanted. You're forgotten. People these days are watching Dexter, so God protect you from the hell I spread upon us. I'm terrorizing London. Fuck the 7-7 bombers.
No, Jack, you are doing fine. Oh, your ham-fisted attempt at a terrorist lie. How typical of Jack the Ripper to chase a headline. Pick Ray Liotta's brain, ask him how I get mine. I'm the Bombay from the violence, a licensed psychiatrist, 2 times in highest society to the sound of violin. Don't get me wrong, I'd roast both your balls and my hibachi. But for a serial killer, you're as tasteless as a bowl of kashi. You prey on a prostitute and play with her body. You don't mind that you're naughty, Jack. I hate that you're sloppy. Barney, take me back to solitary confinement, cause this dirty little lamb has just been silenced.
Oh, Lord! Who's there?
Amazing.
All right, Tim. I will, seeing as you are unfamiliar with these, I'll play one more for you, and well, we'll see if you want to do all three. I'll leave that up to you. But these are probably the ones that made epic rap battles famous.
These are so good. Also, I don't know why you had like fucking like German subtitles on that one for some reason.
I have no idea.
I thought it was because those guys were like.
No, I have no idea.
Darth Vader versus Adolf Hitler! Begin!
I am Adolf Hitler, commander of the Third Reich. Little known fact, also 2 points to Mike. You are Vader, with your little boots and cape and helmet to cover up that bird.
Oh, Jesus.
That's space. You have the force to move objects. I am a force truly evil. Even went back in time and turned you back as a prequel. Cause look at you. You're not even a real person. I prefer you with Spaceballs. The Rick Moranis version.
You can't rhyme against the dark side of the force. Why even bother? So many dudes been with your mom. Who even knows if I'm your father? You're a pissed off little prick with a Napoleon dick. You call it a mustache? I call that dirty Sanchez on your lip. You bitch. Let me remind you who you're messing with. Everything that you did, I'm the motherfucker who invented it. I'm the original Dark Lord. You're like the sorcerer Lucifer's apprentice. My stormtroopers make yours look like someone took a piece of shit and cloned it.
You stink, Vader! Your star smells something sour! You need to wash up, dog. Here, step in my shower! I'll turn all your friends against you. Just my speeches breed haters. What's your lightsaber verse a clan of all your white neighbors?
Suck my robot ball. Now take a step back and let me freeze yours off. A little carbonite back for your goose stepping ass. We'll call my homeboy in Israel. See who got the last laugh. Who won? Who's next? You decide.
Damn, that last verse hits especially right now. Get it. Get it.
This is probably the best of the three.
Yeah, but like Vader's first line in 3. No, Hitler's first line in 3. Oh.
Who are you?
Someone loads you, bitch. Now stand up and ride. I only thought you out so I could beat your ass a second time. Roar like Chewbacca, the voice of Mufasa. I'm on the leader of your Lincoln Mufasa. I strike back hard against a Nazi. Brain toss your ass in the air. Yahtzee. Ask Indiana Jones who the fuck I am. I spit sick shit so focused I'll break your concentration camp. I'm a certified Sith Lord, you want? So suck on these.
These what, sir?
These robot nuts! I'm gonna enjoy watching you die, so let me do it, get my food.
You look stressed, Vader! You appear to be in pain! You need a vacation. Here, take a trip on my tray! I mean, you needing an army of white men? Disgraceful! Even your mic skills still aren't fully operational! You got white bitch pregnant and gave it to the hate! Now you're 6'6" in black but can't get a date! Lightsaber! You need a lifesaver! Use some of your force to fix your fucking respirator! You think you're powerful with your finger that pinches? You couldn't even get your own son into the family business! Everything you do is an epic fail! Now stand at attention and stick fucking hair! What's wrong, Annie? Can't take it anymore? Not surprising coming from the Emperor's whore! Yeah, take that! What's the matter? Where is the DJ? Why are you laughing?
Because you're standing over the rank orbit.
Hey, yo! Holster! You're the
Dude, that's great.
I love that we get to show Tim this.
Sadly, I think Hitler slayed Vader in that one, so I hope that Vader just waxes his ass and slaughters this one.
This is your last
Well, like Katie said, Vader's opening line in part 3.
or die.
Darth Vader.
Fucking hate Lincoln.
Screw you, you big black cunt! I'll kick your balls in your face! A war on 2 fronts! The fear will crush the dark side! Like a rap apartheid! I put the jam into Germany! I'm sick on this mic! I beat you twice, you sellout! Now you bow down to Mickey Mouse! You call yourself a Dark Lord? You couldn't even conquer Space Mountain! You're just a sad-ass medic robot freak who needs some lovin'! I baked you something! Here! Pop into my oven!
Let me paint you a picture, son. Portrait of a bitch after World War I. You a story of the fears of the German people. Telling the world that the Jews are evil. You wrote a little book, got 'em fired up. How to be your whole book, got 'em fired up. When your bunker started getting fired up, you put a gun in your mouth and fired up. You dumb motherfucker, didn't Napoleon let you know? When you conquer Russia, better pack some fucking winter clothes. When you're fighting off Valkyrie, I got a million clones, they die for me. My bounty hunters ride for me. Your homeboy finish this ride for me.
I got me Boba Fett, you wanna mess with me? I'll put my balls in your mouth like forward to you. I got a jetpack, yo, you know I steal the show. Cause when I rock a microphone, oh, sick, hell no! You're not going to cheat me, Mr. Sunglasses all the time! I'll take you and your new boyfriend Goofy and all your spermy soldier guys and throw you in a butthole in the sand! I am love! In
recordings just got
Too
better.
good.
Hey, it's
This
Dana
is
from StreamYard. I'm
ridiculous.
so excited to announce.
Since Boba Fett was mentioned.
Deadpool versus
Oh, is it me? Well, here's my first issue. I barely even know enough about you to diss Would you guys honestly think that I would screw this feud up and lose to the dude at huge cootie tune up? Banana, I do damage when I brandish my katanas. Man, I'll slice you up then vanish in my lonely bug pajamas. I'm Monopogon, you're a zero to your papa. You and Tim work for Vader and I just rebel. You're bad bagging. You're so sloppy. Bad cause Sam Jackson killed your clone daddy. Somebody ought to put a bounty on that cake. Maybe I'll write a letter and nail it in your face.
I can come in a slave one, cause your style makes me space sick. Your bars like your old pal, cable fucking basic. I'll smack a Merc in the mouth if he doesn't quit running that lip off. Bitch, who you calling home? You're a Deathstroke rip-off. You stole Spider-Man's eyes and Snake Eyes is weapon. You got Wolverine's powers, man, your comic sloppy seconds. To kill Brew Dude needs to go back to med school. Cause right now, you're no good to me, Deadpool.
What's that? A missile backpack? Well, I guess you'll be right if a fucking bird attack. Presenting the most overrated character anyone ever saw with 5 lines in the trilogy. And one of them was...
I only need 5 lines, cause I look fucking great. You look like someone spit lasagna on your face, but you're worth a lot to me. If I bring you back dead, schizophrenics pay triple, 1 for each head.
Who you calling schizophrenic? You got 2 different voices. You're like your holiday special, man. Full of bad choices.
You think your Timmy Jonga's hot, but you couldn't be mild. You should have made the choice to ditch the prick from Van Wild.
Those things about you got straight up abandoned. You let a Kiwi hold your gun and he fucked up your cannon. We don't talk about movies, cause you got shit to say. That on-guard round Josh are no more fun.
I'm a legend, you're a troll. You ain't gotta have the skills I got. I'll beat your ass with one eye closed. Over Fetty one, and I'll call dominoes. See, that's what I'm shaking. She prefers my Duracell to your Canadian bacon. I take a lesson from a genuine assassin who's blasting foes. I come equipped with a pulse and a sick Mandalorian flows. Everybody knows you got that power of regeneration. Now run home and heal from this disintegration.
Oh boy! Who's there?
That was money. I've never seen Boba Fett before, nor do I really know who he is, but that was he slayed that
You
shit.
do realize there's like 3 seasons of a show about him on Disney Plus right now.
Yeah. Isn't that what Mercedes was in too?
Yes, that is.
Yeah, but I've never seen it.
Well,
I haven't seen Deadpool.
never mind.
We used to give Katie shit for not seeing movies, and he says, I've never seen Boba. Like, you've never watched a Star Wars movie before?
I watched I guess 4, 5, and 6.
He's in all of those.
Is he?
He's
Is
the
that
guy. He's
the
the bounty
original
hunter
3?
that got. Yes. What up, Tommy? He's the bounty hunter that captured fucking Han Solo.
Oh, okay. All right. Now that sounds familiar. It's been a long. I was a kid when I watched those movies. It's been a long time.
How much
I-
last year?
I got the little action figures still when I was a kid. My kids play with them. They're around the house everywhere.
He's got a Boba Fett action figure in his house. He's like, I don't even know who that guy is.
I
I've
know
never
the
seen
Said,
him in
no,
my
I
life."
don't know what the fuck that is. It's crazy.
I know Luke and Han Solo and Darth Vader. Boba Fett.
But there, if you type in ERB or Epic Rap Battles of History YouTube, there are a shit ton of them. There's one that's Marilyn Monroe versus Cleopatra. That's fun.
That's what started this whole conversation.
Though I avoid it just because I don't want to draw that attention here. But there are political debate ones that are fucking hilarious. They've got Barack and Mitt Romney from back then. They've got
Mhm.
Hillary and Trump. They've got Biden and Trump. They've got some really good ones. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit in there. Like, I know a lot of history and pop culture, so like I like the ones that kind of mix both. So the one on like the Russian emperors is one of my favorites, but then they've also got like one that has a bunch of like movie producers like Quentin Tarantino and Alfred Hitchcock and
Spielberg.
and that one's fun. It's all they're all making fun of Michael Bay, and then he shows up at the end pissed off because everyone keeps using him as an insult. It's good shit. So
Oh my god, there are so many good ones. Like, that's why I like the Jack the Ripper one, because, like, I love that shit.
I mean, he has a point. They have a point. Like, where's all the Ewok shit at?
I don't know.
You telling me Luke walked through that, like, he was on that speeder, he was in that fucking, that ice planet on Hoth, and not once, you know, even though he climbed inside one of the fucking camel things, like, none of them fucking, there was no camel shit anywhere?
Apparently not.
They weren't so sophisticated times back then. They weren't thinking about the finer things in life, like Ewok and camel shit.
God, what the fuck are those things called? It's gonna drive me nuts now.
What?
The thing that Luke crawled inside to live, or that Han put Luke inside to live in the snow.
Let me look. A tauntaun?
Yes. Yes.
Nailed it.
I need more animal shit in my Star Wars.
Well,
Jar Jar
there's gonna
Binks
be a
looks like he
movie.
shits on the floor. Like,
Fact. Jar Jar
he's a
Binks.
poop.
Because Jar Jar Binks is a menace.
Yes, there is a Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump epic rap battle of history.
I'm trying to think of, like, my favorite one.
Bruce Lee versus Clint Eastwood, where Clint Eastwood says, I'd see you again, but nobody in your family lives to see a sequel.
Damn. That's so fucked.
Yeah.
That's real fucked. That's crazy. That's kind of a crazy line right there.
Dude, there's a lot of crazy lines.
Oh, they say some fucked up shit.
Well, that whole thing in the Pennywise versus Joker, where Joker's like, next time tell your author for his next gangbang scene, a little more PG and a little less 13. In the book, the 13-year-old kids in the book all like are stuck in the sewer, and they all kind of have powers that kind of help them navigate and everything, and they all lose it, and to get their powers back, gangbang the one chick in the sewer. Like, it's an actual thing in the book. Straight up consensual gangbang with, yeah.
I was laughing at the job that looks like shit on my floor, not that they were gangbanging the chick in the sewer. Just for clarity on that note.
We did kind of an epic rap battles of history on Get Show for one of the sweaty sessions. We were doing diss raps, and I chose to do mine on Hulk Hogan, and I wish I had it saved still because it was awesome.
I can see it.
Katie, I'll let you feel this one.
Does Jar Jar have a wop or a pussy? Jar Jar has a pussy, 100%.
Putting on condoms is a rap battle. If you're battling the condom, either you're buying the wrong size, or you haven't been taught how to properly apply.
No, or there's a third option. Condoms are very overrated.
Listen,
Tim,
Mr. Captain of a football team, take it easy.
When you're married and in a committed relationship, condoms are overrated. I will give Tim that. However, we as a sex positive podcast do not recommend people just go out there willy-nilly catching and spreading diseases
with their willies.
I've been clean for, I've been stabbed and plucked a couple of times for tests, but always clean. So that's the important part. Always stay clean and wrap it up. Right. That's the message. Wrap it up.
See, Tommy, stop it.
For where you work and the stories I've heard about what you've done, you definitely need to invest in a box or 12, Tommy.
I mean,
A box for 12.
Come on, Tim. You look like you want to say something.
I don't know what to say to that. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
Oh.
I got nothing.
Well, OG Butt Stuff and Tommy, thanks for stopping by. OG Butt Stuff, I hope we see more of you. You haven't even, really experienced what this show was. Tommy hasn't got me to do the rack tonight. He wasn't here to pester me into doing it, so you missed the rack. So that's something to look forward to. But thanks for following us. Thanks for joining us. We're going to sign off so I can go have a smoke and go to bed. And bye.